Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in, all of you. Thank you for connecting here. To you, we're here with November. I really, seriously cannot believe it. Well, one, that Spirit has us reading so far into the so-called future. But of course, what is time and space? Alas, we're here channeling and we're working with the energy. I want to invite you to sort of remember that, of course, energies, whatever comes through in a reading, can manifest over time. 6 to 8 months has been the sort of sweet spot as I found it. What we're going to be doing here in this reading today, Sagittarius, dear Sagittarius, is we're going to pull cards for each of the days. We're going to sort of see the cascade of energy out for you, and then we're going to also pull an hourly rune spread. And so we've been doing this for the past few months. I've actually really liked that spread quite a bit. I found it to be quite helpful. So I'll put timestamps at the end of this video, and you'll be able to find that in the bio description box and comment section, so you can zoom to those sort of parts, to those sort of particular points in the month. Feel free to sort of use that as a utility for you. When it comes to certain energies that stir here at different, again, times of the month, sometimes, you know, maybe we even have certain astrological alignments, and I will try to take a look at that. Again, I'll put that in another section of this video. I want to say first and foremost, thank you for your likes as well, your support, your comments, your shares, and your subscriptions. You guys, those of you who've been also sharing your support over the years, thank you for connecting, and know that I feel you guys. I really feel you guys on so many levels, and I want to say that I appreciate the connection that you guys sort of hold in the space, and that it is obviously reflective. So know that I sort of observe your energy, and I am incredibly grateful to share this connection. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see. We're actually going to use a few different decks. Ooh, okay. So we have a stack of cards that I made the other day. These are based on rising sign. I picked up the Lenormand. This is a new little deck, you guys. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, like, I can't wait to work with that. But before we get into it, there are some rising signs on the floor. Let's grab those. And yes, and then I will get to what I was sort of getting, the messages that I was getting as I was meditating your energy. Rising Taurus is dropped on the ground there, and Rising Gemini, these can be particular clues. We've also got one that's upside down. Rising Virgo, 2 earth signs and an air sign. It's funny because Virgo and Gemini actually are shared the ruler, Mercury. Now Sagittarius, all right. Let's get to the energies that I was sort of picking up on as I was meditating. Before I turned the camera, I was seeing you, Sagittarius. There's some kind of really huge turning point here for you. I feel like you're on the brink. I'm hearing it like that. You're on the brink. I'm also hearing that song. It's like, I'm on the Ritz. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Like the Ritz cracker? Is that like an advertisement commercial or something? Okay, tagline. Anyways, something on the Ritz. Interesting. Okay, Sag. But I see you are on ultimately a journey. I see that you're at a point though here. You realize you can make a real, ooh, for some of you, I'm here, this is financially based, like a real bang for your buck. Let's start to work with these little Norman cards now. I haven't worked with a Lenormand deck for, gosh, it's been years. So yeah, excited to sort of come back into this space here, and we'll pull these cards out. They're so cute, you guys. Aww. It's a classic Lenormand deck, but it's got the illustrations of like little caricatures and stuff. It's really cute yet again. So let's get into it and see. You're the first time that we're using this deck with Sagittarius. Yeah. So, but as I was meditating further, let me mention this while we're opening the deck up. I was seeing that there's there's some kind of opportunity. It's a matter of how you perceive of this opportunity. Okay, Sag, like it's really what you make of the storyline is what I'm saying. Like, you have to really, be ready to see. I hear that as well. Here, and so I'm going to shuffle these cards. Okay, I'm gonna go through them really quickly. You can hear how new they are. Sagittarius, for some of you, I'm seeing that you're taking control with something here. This is you even really kind of, it's very interesting. You're looking back on something, and it's a question of how to re-manifest in this space. Yeah, and it might be actually a talent of yours that you've held for quite some time, and you're coming to a point with them. Now, Sag, let me get these cards to the side. These rising cards that had fallen, and let's begin to pull with. I was also getting that I see you sort of, Sagittarius, finding a so-called solution to a long-standing so-called problem. And isn't that so lovely? Yeah. Let's see here what does come through for you. There's something unexpected. Definitely coming your way. The ship of all cards and the birds. Now, what is this reminding me? Ooh, we have a little, literally we have like a little diamond here just dropping. This is from, where did that even come from? I had cleared out a bucket and it had these little charms in there as like little diamond charms. There's one remaining right in between these two. Yeah, these two cards. But Sagittarius, you know, this is reminding me of a reading that I did in Japan. There is some kind of opportunity here for you. Yes, but it's a matter of how you see it. Maybe you've known this has been an opportunity for quite some time. It's just when you sort of take it on. You've got the lily, the clover, the bouquet. Wow, these are all related to nature, save the ship. You know, maybe there's something that's interesting. What I'm seeing here is that there's a lot that maybe you're tapping into, and now you're beginning to mobilize. I see that as well. This could be your resources as well, or you know, sort of your how do we say, like your values, even the things that are important to you. Some of you are going to be traveling. I get that, no question. It could even just be like a day trip. It can be somewhere that you just sort of visit, somewhere you really sort of you care about. Maybe this is a routine. Maybe you want to go visit someone. We're going to get further clues. I am quite curious. The clouds coming through at the apex, that might be a particular message for some. Some of you are visiting somebody here with an intention, like the garden. Oh, Sagittarius. Wow. Ooh, the house. So, okay, for some of you, in the center, we've got the dog. Aw, that's really sweet. Right next to the birds as well. There's something that you, the whip. This is a matter of time. I see it as a matter of time. The letter. Ooh, so this is an opportunity for some. You receive an opportunity maybe to travel and you say, hey, this is the freaking dream of a lifetime. I might as well do it. Why? It's like you're kind of almost looking at yourself like, wait a second, like this would be so silly for me not to do. Yeah. I want to get further cards here. There's definitely a new beginning here on the horizon. It's an allure. For some of you, I'm gonna say it. I feel like there's some kind of opportunity here. Yeah, but it's in relation to what is sort of introduced. So maybe it's sort of like a little surprise. Yeah, for some of you, we do have the ring, we have the fish. This is a proposal. This is for some. This is for some. If this is someone who you've known for a long time and they're coming through with some kind of opportunity with you, you got the key. For some of you though, it is an, how do we say, like a sort of, final resolution, so-called, to a long-ascending problem. Like, this is something that has just been on your mind. Maybe you've been waiting for this. It's like, I've been waiting for the time when I can experience this, to go on this journey. I hear that as well. Maybe you find a really good, like, sort of opportunity that would accommodate this vision or this dream you've had for quite some time. Let's get a few more cards. We're pulling a 5x6 spread, it seems. Querent, interesting, the querent. Depicted by sort of this leather jacket. This reminds me of Greece. That was my first instinct sort of vision, was that right there. Something related to Greece, the movie. But you take it as well, we said Greece. We do have the mountain mirroring that. So we're going to pull all these cards, then we'll get into it. And of course, I'm channeling here, so I'm sharing what I'm feeling. The fox. This is related to someone that you know. I get this. So either someone that you know may introduce you to even some place. I hear that. It's funny. I read that the tree as the yew tree, Y-E-W. That's a rune, actually. Let's get further. The partner. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. The partner's in reverse. These are the only cards so far that are in reverse that we've pulled, and they're at the bottom of the spread. They're anchoring the bottom of the spread. Wow. Okay, so we literally have the anchor in reverse in the center of the bottom of the spread. And it's literally, we have 5 cards here that are pinning the sort of, the grounds for this conversation. I hear it like that, and the ways. Okay, but for this reading. So we literally have the anchor in your reading, but it's in reverse. This is a surprise for some of you. I'm not even getting that. So loud and clear. No question, no doubt. So clearly here for you. There's something that you're, like, really aware of as an opportunity. Maybe this is something you've had your eye on yet again. Some of you may even adopt an animal. The mice coming through on the dog. Ooh, now this is something definitely, for some, it's in your social environment. Maybe you hear of like an opportunity, a lot of people traveling somewhere. You're like, maybe that's something that you're thinking. Like, is this for me? Is it for me as well? Can I see myself here? I really see that. So let's meditate on these energies and get into it. I'm gonna pull the apex energies. There's something maybe that you've put this off for. Like, there's a reason. If you haven't done this to this point, it's interesting. Yeah, at the apex, you've got kind of a little bit of, I don't want to say a disturbing energy, but it's good. I feel like this is good because it's in the space where you feel you have control and you have oversight. I'm kind of looking at this as almost akin to like the midhaven of a birth chart. There's something that you've sort of had enough time to understand, like, what you want to do with this. Is this really what you want to sort of experience over time? Maybe, you feel like you have your answer even, and we do lead in with the letter. So let's get further into it, you guys. And see any clues here. And then we're going to pull literally a card for each of the days. But first we're just doing these general energies. So the mice on the dog, interesting, surrounded by the birds. Let me just meditate on the energy here for a second. Yes, you've understood something, Sagittarius. You've understood something. This is something that's been important for you to understand as you feel it. This is even something you're beginning to organize in your life, but it is a value, and that's really, really key. You're reconnecting to a value of sorts is what I'm seeing here. The bouquet, the rider, the clover, this is something related to either a number of people in your environment, as I'm seeing, like a social environment, or I'm even hearing a study group, or maybe these are even people in your generation. There's some kind of group here, though. I see that with the mice. It could also be your own energy, of course, but there's something, even someone in particular, they maybe even introduce you to some space, or there's something kind of like, you may even decide to maybe move with a number of people, or you might decide to even start a project here with a number of people, with the mice, the clover, the bouquet, and the rider. Let's clear the energy and ground. It could be something competitive. I do wonder. Some of you, maybe this is going to change your lifestyle in a really big way. You almost feel like, wow, you have to be going in with the mindset of like, I gotta be ready to completely release what I thought this was going to sort of lead me to. And I don't see it as like, I'm not expecting this, but realizing that this is such a change, and it's almost like you do know where it leads in a way, is what I'm getting. So it's just a matter of timing, if that does sort of make sense. Some of you, somebody wants to like introduce you to some place or someone. This is a big deal. I get that. Like, either even when you visit a certain place, you'll maybe even meet someone. I see that with the ring and the ship. This is very exciting, Sagittarius. Yeah, this is something that you've had an issue with. Again, I hear it like that for a long time. Like, you were really like, I don't understand what the issue is. I hear that. Let's get some runes. I'm gonna get some runes on the rider. Wow. There's something you realize about someone, even Sagittarius, that is related to whatever this changes that you make. This could be, in addition, someone in your life that makes a move or a decision. Someone becomes clear on something. Oh, that's Gifu, Lagus, Nauthies. And oops, Hagalas. That landed on the anchor in reverse. Yeah. This is funny because we've also got the ship literally knighting the anchor. It's in reverse, the anchor in reverse. So there's something that you've been studying, I see that. Kind of wanting to understand, is this where I'm headed to? Is that really where I'm going? And maybe it's been a matter of placement even for a job opportunity. Let's get some letters here. As a sort of, any further clues, that's wanting to come through the letter H. It's funny, that literally looks like Hagalas. And the letter W. This is the beginning of who, where, when, why, what? Yeah, interesting. It's also, could be initials, Yeah, initials. It's good. Let's get a letter on that ship. The letter X. Interesting. That's looks like Gifu, yeah. Some of you may even be gifted a trip, or there's somebody here who invites you on a trip, and it's like almost like everything is just provided for. I hear a free ride as well. Alright, let's get a letter on the letter. It's actually the number 27 here, by the way. The letter V. Snake, we've got J. You might want to be careful with that. Maybe this coming through as a message. This, obviously the snake. There's something maybe, though, even an opportunity. It's like, well, I want to make sure that I am being conscious with how I entertain this storyline. O, I'm also getting, you might want to be aware of your assets there. O is on the child at the apex of your spread. The scythe, we've got the letter C. I feel there's something that kind of, there's something that made you feel maybe a little uncomfortable about this idea, whatever it is. But I feel like at the end of the day, you say, well, you know, there is an opportunity to explore the space, but in such a sense of, you know, feeling more grounded. It's almost like you'll be able to have an opportunity that you've been thinking of for quite some time in a more grounded way. The letter Q on the fish. On the querent, we've got U. Literally U. Interesting. On the house, we've got B. The clouds, we've got G. Okay, on the garden, we've got E. The mountain, we've got S. The mountain can also be some sort of long-standing issue. Yeah, for some of you, this may even be an apology, somebody wanting to come through. On the trees, the letter I. Again, we do have the letter, you might be, yeah. And then we've got D on the ship, Y on the dog. On the birds, we've got R. The birds, we've got R. Key is K. On the fox is N. The lily is T. The clover is Z. The bouquet is F. There might be a surprise in relation to someone or something related to the letter N. On the rider, we've got the letter L. The ring is P. This is definitely, I feel, as like some kind of opportunity related to travel that is a surprise. On the partner, in reverse, we have A. Some of you are maybe meeting somebody here. Yeah, so look out for that maybe letter, the letter A. And we have M on the anchor in reverse. This is the anchoring of the energy here for the base of the reading. It's funny because this literally spells out AM. Some of you may meet someone. There's something unexpected. Let's gather these cards again, and I'm going to meditate a little bit further on these energies and see what else does come up and come through. It's funny because the last three, we literally have the same number of letters in the alphabet as we do cards right now on the spread. So the last three are the first three letters that we pulled. So that's literally for the ways, the whip, and the mice. It's funny, they're all well, really they are, yeah. The child, the letter, yeah. X, W, H. You can say H for the ways, W for the whip, and X for the mice. Some of you have a surprise here coming in Sagittarius. No, like, yeah, this is someone who, maybe they were planning this for, like, a long time. Like, it made you kind of nervous. I hear that as well. You're like, is it going to ever happen? It could be you with your spirit guides as well, possibly. It could be an opportunity for career, of course, as well. Feeling some activation on the right side of the crown chakra. All right. Let me meditate here further, Sagittarius, on these general energies, and then we're going to get into the further parts of the spread. For some of you, this is an exciting opportunity. You know that. But it's a matter of timing. I'm hearing this. Yeah. Some of you have really been hanging almost like in the middle of nowhere with a job opportunity or something related to travels. Some of you didn't want to make a move until you could really understand what your intention was in that space or the intention of another. I see the star popping up on the bouquet. This is definitely something you don't want to rush. The coffin on the garden. I see that as a good thing. I see you no longer wondering. I get it as even an end to a long-standing problem, even like a season, actually. It's a cycle of how you've been feeling, thinking. Yeah, this is something symbolic as I see it, of this is no longer relevant for me. I hear that. This is something you've been needing to be patient with as well. Something is, yeah, phasing out. Some of you definitely are moving. This feels so thick. The sun on the key. You understand your way, your path, Sagittarius, is what I'm getting. On the rider, we have the cross. It could be a crossroads. Somebody here has made their decision in relation to you, possibly. Again, we're going to get for the clues. The moon. Wow. right up top, the sun sitting on the mountain. It's so funny. Because, for some of you, I see you unlocking the door to like a chalet on the top of a mountain. I'm hearing beaver sign post. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, that could be a purposeful message. But the mountain and the moon. It's funny because it's the highest peak. We would think, oh, the sun, yeah? The sun rises, but I'm seeing the moon. For some of you, you've identified something. You've uncovered, you've understood something. This is an existential crisis even. Yeah, so this is why it's really important, whatever is coming through here this month for you, Sagittarius, because it's not just like, oh, you know, I've made a decision on what I want to eat next. It's like, this is more like, I realize why I have waited this long as well. On the tree, it could even be an epiphany. We've got the tower on the tree. There's something you're adapting to. You're bringing, you're merging. It could be yin-yang forces as well. If we think about the tower, right, it's something we construct. If we think about the tree, it's something that thrives naturally. It just sort of grows in its own way. They are both structures, though, right? They both have this sort of, you know, I'm hearing cemented reality of their own, but in different ways. Their roots, I hear that as well. For some of you, this is a talent of yours. You may actually get, there's something really exciting here, but okay. This stork on the horse, we'll get to it. It's something you've had your eye on, even also like that. For some, it's an opportunity abroad. The stork on the house, definitely getting some kind of letter here. You'll get an actual maybe letter by post. We have the book on the clouds. This is really important. There's something that you've even recognized, or you've even written, maybe you've decided on. It's a matter of your information that you've come down to. I see that as well. The heart on the dog. You could be reconnecting with someone as well. And we have the bear mirroring the dog, sandwiching the heart. I feel at the end of this month, Sagittarius, you'll realize what matters to you. Yeah, and it could be someone here who you meet, who you have just a moment. You're like, they're the one. I hear that. Let's pull a card here for each of the days and see what else does come through. Partner is knighting the bouquet. Yeah, somebody may again invite you. There's some kind of opportunity. I keep hearing it abroad. Someone may invite you to their house. Maybe it's, yeah, take it as you will. Some kind of we even had the partner knighting the center of this reading, which was again, right, that dog heart. It was the heart, right? Yeah, dog heart and. I feel like they got a lot of Virgo. Dog, heart, and bear. They got a lot of Virgo. I hear this. Yeah, it was the heart. I feel like if that's the case, they got a lot of Virgo, a lot of Taurus. Very sensitive. Maybe they travel a lot. I see that as well. Yeah, okay. I feel like they've got these really, really, like, sturdy bear hugs. It can be. Take it as you will. Aw. Maybe they kind of got, like, a build like a bear. Take it as you will. Build a bear. I just built my boyfriend, not. Or my best friend even. Take it as you will. Alright, let's get a card for each of the days, Sagittarius. We're going to pull from a few different decks here. We'll overlay these energies and get for the clues. Let's clear the energy and ground. We're going to pull here for the first day. I feel something was so uncomfortable for you, Sag. And you had to just really get very brave. Let me turn this off. It's a little bit too loud, my friends. And let me just, I'm going to move the table over, actually. For some of you, you wanted to announce something. You know, maybe you knew that you wanted to make this move or however, but it was just like the announcement part. I hear that. The bouquet coming through right there. Okay. Maybe you want to invite someone. It could be vice versa. Let's pull on the 1st of November as the anchor. This can also be something of a commitment, something you have to sort of, as you feel it, come down to address. It's almost like, okay, you have this feeling of yours, like, I can't go, like, in, out, like, left, right, yes, no anymore with that. The world in reverse, the heart in reverse, take it as you will. This is on the 2nd. I see the letter 7 here. Okay. I'm hearing K, C, L. The letters K, C, L. The clover's in reverse on the 3rd of November. Let's clear the energy and ground. Something in your environment, maybe even, like, you hear of, like, an opportunity a lot of people are going for. You're like, there's a question of timing. You feel almost like behind. You're wondering, am I behind? On the 4th of November, we have the coffin. Okay, that could be an end to those concerns, or there's maybe an opportunity that actually has expired, and you realize that sort of makes it easier for you. The sun is in reverse, and I like to read these cards as symbolic, but you take it as you will. The sun is in reverse past the coffin. Some of you, this is something you realize, like, how do we say, let's say you've got opportunity B. You really, really want to go for whatever this is. Okay, you realize, oh, to do that, you got to go through opportunity A. Maybe you realize that opportunity A has already moved through on their own. And so by way of that, it's like, it's much easier for you to address opportunity B. It's like, okay, by way of that, I'm just clearly ready for this opportunity. And that could be even just a metaphor. Like, I feel like I've cleared out that idea in my head of so-called opportunity A, so it's easier for me. It's like kind of like the universe pushes you in that direction, if that does make sense. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of you may even meet a Scorpio. I see that with a coffin. I almost said the crown. They could be really they could be a powerful writer. I hear that. You can take it as you will. We're gonna pull with the general tarot on top of these cards as well again to get further insights in a bit. But the Sun. Yeah, you've got something coming here. I don't know if you quite see it in that first week, but we'll get to it. The Sun in reverse, the Snake in reverse. I also see you, Sag, like letting go of some things that were exhausting to you and remanifesting in new directions. The Sun in reverse, the Snake in reverse. You lightening your load. I hear that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Coffin kind of reminds me of the Death card in the Major Arcana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got the Child at the end of that week. Some of you realize what your needs are. Okay, and if we think about the concept of children, it's like, there was a certain realization of passion that is just so simple, and for some of you realizing really, really like what you want. I hear it in this sense. What you want to manifest. You've got the letters in reverse. We keep seeing it as the Major Arcana. The Key in reverse. The Tree in reverse. You may commit to something here on 8, 9, 10, on the 10th. The Fish in reverse. There might be a question of social dynamic. I feel like you ultimately, it's not enough for you to not pursue whatever this is. Maybe your social dynamic may change in pursuing a certain space here. The Bear here leads out. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm hearing you're on the fast track to success. 14 is the Fox in reverse. Some of you may release something socially that really, it was not working for you, Sagittarius. I hear that. This is 8, 9, 10. 15 is the Ring. There's a surprise. There is a surprise coming. This is right side up. The Ways in reverse. The Moon upright. Somebody may even like confess their love to you, and this changes like your path of something. It's very interesting. What does come through? The Lily in reverse. The Ship upright. The Partner in reverse. The Clouds upright. You're getting excited about something here, Sag. A very dreamy week, yes. The Stork in reverse in this last week of November. Tower as upright. The Dog in reverse. The Bouquet upright. The Whip in reverse. The Rider in reverse. And you lead out with the Querent. I feel someone here is introducing you to something. It could be your spirit guide. There's some opportunity here. Big opportunity on the table. It has to do with you. It's very personal. I hear it like this. I'm hearing Aquarius. Okay. I feel like at the end of the month, you'll be asking yourself, like, should I follow through with this? Like, should I go along with the ride? I hear that as well. Maybe, like, your friends are traveling or somewhere, and you're thinking, like, is this worth it for me? Let's get the Gummy Bear Tarot cards. This is the Rider-Waite, but with gold. Gummy Bear, we almost merged them. Golden Gummy Bears. They're just Gummy Bears, but we have the Golden Nouveau Tarot deck. So we'll pull them. Some of you, it's a writing position abroad. You lead it with the High Priestess on the Anchor. Four Swords in reverse on the Heart. Justice in reverse on the Clover in reverse. The Moon in reverse on the Coffin upright. The Nine of Swords upright on the Sun in reverse. The Hierophant upright. I feel like whatever decision you make or whatever comes up in this week, you almost think, it's a matter of your time. And it's like you're thinking, is this worth it? The Hierophant upright, wow, that popped out. Hierophant on the Snake in reverse. It's so funny because we literally said Scorpio, did we not? The Moon in reverse on the Coffin. So take it to you all. The Empress upright on the Child upright. The Letter in reverse, the Devil in reverse. There's some, you may deal with a Capricorn who's thinking of visiting you, I hear that. I'm hearing letter S-O-W. I'm hearing so. On the Key in reverse, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. On the Tree, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. If that's the case, they're worried about something financial here. They're not sure if something got like posted to you. Somebody maybe mailed you something. They're a little bit worried, like, did it get to them? The Fish in reverse is the Fool upright. The Birds in reverse, we got the King of Swords in reverse. The Bear upright here is the Page of Wands upright. The Fox in reverse is the Hermit upright. For some of you, if you're changing something around or shifting, you're wondering, like, would this, to what level and extent would this really, really transform what I already have, let's say, you know, maintained to this point? Some of you, it might be a question of investment. The Ring upright is the Two of Wands in reverse. I do get, though, that social matters will definitely change your Sagittarius with whatever this new opportunity is that you're thinking of, you have in mind. Some of you may be moving really, really far. Right then, we pulled the Chariot. Definitely for some of you, there's a move on the horizon with the Ways in reverse. The Moon is upright with the Four of Wands in reverse. The Lily is in reverse with, I'm hearing yes, no, how far? Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of you this is you, I see you're gauging something, you're wondering. Okay, the Ship is upright with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Someone's going to show you their love. They're gonna, yeah, this is for some of you, yeah, this is, if you've been thinking, like, you know, are they gonna, like, finally come out with it? Are they gonna prove their love to me? If this has been a question for you, it could even be an employer. I feel like you will see something very clearly here in that third week of November. The Nine of Wands is upright, but always take as you will. On the partner in reverse. On the clouds is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This might even be a parent, I'm hearing that. Somebody who wants to travel with you. The Stork in reverse. I feel like that might be quite some fun. We got the Queen of Cups upright on the Stork up in reverse. Someone could have a lot of water in the chart. Maybe you're thinking, is this compatible? Maybe there's a question of age here. Four of Cups upright on the Tower. Two of Pentacles upright on the Dog in reverse. Let's clear it. On the Bouquet, we've got the Ace of Swords upright. Let's clear the energy around. The Whip in reverse, we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And on the Rider, we've got the Three of Wands upright. Wow, I get it as this is a surprise. Like the querent you lead out with is the Seven of Cups upright. This is a dream. I see it as a dream for you, Sagittarius. And the theme is the Five of Swords in reverse with the Six of Swords upright and the Ace of Pentacles upright. This is, again, even a solution to a long-standing problem. Who doesn't want that? Let's get further insights. We're going to pull a secondary card from on top of this golden, on top of this, ooh, how do we say? On top of this day-by-day spread with the Gummy Bear Tarot cards and the Lenormand deck. And we're going to pull now with the Golden Nova Tarot. If you were thinking of making a move or a shift here, I do get that the question is of the past and maybe how you would integrate it in the so-called future. This could be related to your assets. Three of Pentacles in reverse on the High Priestess. Four of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Wands in reverse. For some of you, this is someone in your environment, they're worried about making a decision. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they're really thinking about a lot here. The Moon in reverse, we've got the Strength card upright, and that is your crowning card for this spread. The Nine of Swords upright, we've got the Four of Pentacles upright. The Hierophant upright, somebody could be dealing with the Taurus as well. Hierophant upright with the Two of Swords upright. The Empress has... You may have to make some sacrifices here, so-called, is what I'm hearing as well. Like, this is about your values. It's funny because in this week, we literally have the Justice card, which is Libra, ruled by Venus. We've got the Hierophant. We've also got literally the Heart here in this stack with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So if you identify as a Queen of Wands energy, for some, there's somebody who's absolutely in love with you. Like, they want to come out with that to you, is what I'm hearing. The Hierophant upright with the Two of Swords upright, and then the Empress upright is what she lit out with as well. Definitely a very Venusian sort of energy. And we've got the Hierophant ruled by Taurus, Venus again. And this is all in that first week of November. Knight of Cups in reverse. Some of you don't realize how much someone's really truly in love with you, right? Then we pull the Queen of Cups upright and the Devil in reverse, especially if you're dealing with the Capricorn. Like, oh my God, they're absolutely enamored by you, but I feel that they don't have yet a way to express that, is what I'm hearing. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Star in reverse on, I just keep reading it as the U tree. Interesting. It's on the Stars in reverse on the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool upright is the Two of Cups in reverse. Some of you also dealing with the Scorpio. Maybe this is a matter of timing, like someone feels like it's not time, that kind of vibe. Be with you as well with your talents. King of Wands on the King of Swords upright. Wow. On the Page of Wands upright, we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. They are loyal. If you're wondering, I do see that. If there's a question for you, it's just coming through. Yeah, this is someone very, 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 actually quite sensitive, is what I'm seeing. Let's clear. If you're wondering, like, are they just, like, they're very loyal. I see that the sun upright on the last day of this week on the Hermit. We've got on the ring is the 2 wands in reverse, the High Priestess. You've got the High Priestess at the beginning of every week so far in 2 separate decks, and you got the Queen of Cups in that second week. Wow. Let's clear it. Yeah, I see whoever you're thinking of is actually quite playful as well. I hear that. They got a childlike sort of sense to them. King of Pentacles upright, or sensitivity. I hear that as well. Maybe they're very creative. Actually, it's so hot. Oh my god. Is it my hair? Is it the lights? What in the world? Let's get the air on. Whew. All right. Sagittarius. Let's pull in the Chariot now. The Hangman. This is interesting. It's getting interesting. Why? Because you literally have the High Priestess knighting the Hangman. Then you've got the High Priestess next to the Hangman, and then you've got the Queen of Cups in between the High Priestess and the High Priestess, and diagonal with the Hangman. And this is overlapping with the Devil in reverse. Very interesting. It's something you're definitely dealing with, you know, a Capricorn. I see that. And we're gonna sort of extrapolate the further thematic energies here in just a second. But yeah, the King of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that really clearly. So there's a strong overlap between Capricorn and Pisces. I'm hearing Sagittarius as well. We haven't really seen too much of the Temperance card here. So matters of Pisces, matters of the 12,000. You guys. You have the Queen of Cups as well here, literally leading out on every first day. We'll say the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 21st. You've got the archetype of Pisces. You've got something related to water, very strong divine feminine energies as well. So, all right, let's get into it. King of Swords in reverse. On the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. All right, then you have the Lover. They're both in reverse. And the Lovers is upright, preceding that. On the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's a question of like someone being a little bit possessive. Maybe you got the Moon in reverse and the Nine of Wands, upright. Somebody's inviting you on a vacation. They could be a little possessive. I hear that. I see the letter H here. All right. The Knight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse. That's funny. It's sort of mirroring that. The 2 aces in reverse there in the center of that week. 3 of Swords in reverse on the Queen of Cups upright. Someone is doubting someone's love. I see that. The Queen of Cups, and this is mirroring the Queen of Cups, the second Queen of Cups, with the Devil in reverse. Somebody is doubting a Capricorn. I hear that. Let's clear it. Someone's doubting a Capricorn's love, or a possibility associated with the archetype of Capricorn. Yes, and I'm hearing here Sagittarius. There's a lot of love here. I do feel that, but again, we're going to get into in just a minute. I want to pull all these cards. I'm hearing the letter S there and SH. Okay. On the 4 of Cups upright, this person wants to travel with you. We got the King of Cups in reverse. No. There's a lot of love here. There is a lot. You guys, you have a connection. Even if it's like, oh, we just met and then he was like, I'm not sure, I gotta go. No. This is not reflective. I hear that. All right, let's pull further. On the Dog in reverse, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. There's a competitive energy. This could be more subconscious. Maybe they're in love with you, they don't even realize it. Kind of vibe, possibly. They are also a commitment phobe, possibly, or they are really into commitment and they take it quite seriously, so they don't want to take a move until they really feel that they are knowing what they're doing here. The World in reverse lands on the Queen of Wands in reverse. They may even be kind of intimidated here, but let's get further. The 3 of Wands, it could be an employer as well. They're wondering, are you overqualified, possibly? But I do see a lot of, they're very possessive, even if they don't show it. I'm getting that. On the 3 of Wands upright is the Magician reverse. I feel they do actually want to hold that trait. Maybe they don't want to show that for whatever reason. On the 7 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, someone's going to make a decision. In your theme, you got the 8 of Wands upright with the 5 of Swords in reverse. There's something that you know now. I hear it like the Sagittarius. I feel someone will kind of really show you their true colors by the end of this month. There's something that you really kind of, you realize. I'm hearing creepy. It's creepy. It's like someone just even calls it out here with you. Maybe it's not, you weren't expecting it. We have 2 of Pentacles. I'm noting that. The 2 of Pentacles upright in the 3rd day of the last week, and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse on literally the last day of November. There's something that we've decided. I hear it like this. And it's even like something, though, that we've sort of done something about, and we've realized something in relation to. The Magician is in reverse on the 2nd to last day of this month for you Sagittarius. This is someone you know. It could be your own energy. It could be someone here who wants to get to know you. I hear that as well. Let's pull here further before we get into the thematic energies again and what else may pop out. I want to pull some runes. The one rune that is right side up is Dagas. This sits on the Moon in reverse on the 2nd to last day of the 3rd week of November. I'm hearing you don't know this person very well. I hear that. There's something that you feel you need to take a closer look at. You're wondering if something is appropriate for you. You're questioning maybe a partner. You have literally the partner in reverse, the moon in reverse, 9 of Wands upright. You take it as you will. It's a general video, but yeah, maybe you need more time, like, to get to know someone. Could be, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or someone here from the past, possibly. Take it as you will. Let's get some more clues on that from... Let's get more clues from that with the Lenormand on the moon in reverse with the 9 Wands. There we go, the star. Someone there's an opportunity. I see you almost thinking, like, is it too good to be true? You know, maybe this is you with you. You're wondering, can I trust, like, the feelings I have right now? Like, it's very interesting. Like, can I, like, is it safe to love kind of vibe? I'm hearing that. Like, am I, like, thinking too much about this, like, kind of vibe? I want to pull on that Knight of Swords in reverse. I see somebody almost retreats. This could even be somebody else's energy in relation to you. The House in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, this is a big deal. Maybe you're not sure if you're ready for this yet. Okay, well, we're going to get further into it. It could be a question of commitment. There could be even a question of maybe religion, or it's a matter of, how do we say it? Let's clear the energy ground. The chronology of this experience. It's like you want to feel like the process unfolding. You don't want to rush things kind of vibe. Yeah, that's quite interesting there with the House in reverse, the Book upright, and the mice. So now, yeah, some of you are definitely dealing, I hear it, with a Leo, an Aries, Virgo rising. Just for the heck of it, let's pull some rising energies on the High Priestess and the Hangman. Rising Leo, rising Aquarius on the Hangman. Let's pull there on that Queen of Cups. We need more information because this is just so interesting, all of these water energies. Rising Sagittarius on the Queen of Cups on the High Priestess. We've got rising Capricorn and rising Aries on the second Queen of Cups. Let's pull on the Father of Cups as well, rising Virgo. For some of you, I'm going to pull as well actually on that Queen of Wands. Rising Sun Libra. I'm getting a few here coming through. Rising Pisces, rising Cancer, and rising Taurus on that. For some of you, it's interesting. You could be involved in like a group housing situation. Maybe this is like a more macro theme of Capricorn concepts, Capricornian concepts, and matters related to vision. Quite literally, we're seeing here vision plus, you know, the most material, physical, tangibly referenced part of the birth chart, right? The 10th house, Moon, Capricorn, Saturn. So some of you though, there's a cycle here that is really turning around. I hear it like that as well. I want to pull some clarifiers on this sort of triangulation of energy with that Hangman. I see it as the same energy, but you take it as you will. It could also just be something that carries over. 8 of Wands in reverse, interesting. That's mirroring the theme of the 8 of Wands upright with that 10 of Cups. Someone here is planning a surprise for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, they want it. Yep. I was just gonna say, it's like they even want to star you with the Magician upright. There's some kind of opportunity. It could be a headhunter energy even. Like somebody wants to propose something to you. There could be an opportunity for career. The 9 of Pentacles upright on that 3 of Swords in reverse. They're really lonely. I hear that. Or they like to spend their time alone. 3 of Swords right next to that 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords upright. 3 of Swords in reverse. The Hangman on that 3 of Swords. On the Father of Cups in reverse. You either know this person, you have a very strong past life energy connection with them. Again, come back to this reading maybe in 6 to 8 months. See how it does resonate. Or even periodically come back in 3 months. See how it possibly, you feel about it. But the Sun in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse on that first day of the month and the week of November. For some of you, there is a question. This person, someone is worried about the environment to what they feel for you. I hear it like that. So maybe it is like even like an opportunity, a proposal in terms of career, but the company's really thinking, like if they cast you kind of odd, like they're thinking, would it be appropriate? Like if we came out to so-and-so and said, hey, you want to work with us on so-and-so? Would it sort of like, what kind of image would it give off is what I'm hearing as well. Okay, further. We've got some runes that say down. I won't read them off, but we are seeing 2 runes on the moon, 1 on the star, 1 on the 2 of Cups, 1 on the 7 of Swords in reverse, and 2 on the Empress. There could be, key sort of conversations there, maybe in relation to Dagas here that has come up. And so heed your intuition is what I'm hearing. Follow your gut, your instinct there. We have another rune falling on the last day of the month. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you guys, Two of Pentacles in reverse in the Golden Nouveau Tarot deck. Let's get the cards together and let's pull further energies. We're gonna pull a, let's see. Oh my gosh, I feel so hot right now. Oh my god, Sag, like, I don't know what, I am wearing sweatpants, but I did put the air on. It's like strange. All right. By the way, hello. If it's your first time here, welcome. I want to mention as well, sometimes we go live from time to time on the channel. We talk more about astrology specifically. I do want to talk about astrology here, though, as well in this video. But if that's something of interest for you, then maybe consider subscribing. And yeah, just, you know, if you do subscribe as well, then maybe expect that. A few astrology talks here coming your way eventually. And so yeah, let me know what you like about this concept, this content as well. What parts of the, you know, this reading are particularly resonating here for you or interesting reading styles. All right. So yeah, feel free to comment. I'll put comments on here for this video most likely. And sometimes we don't due to bullying and things like that. We just don't have time for that. Capacity, mental space, you know. It can be really hard as a tarot reader, you know, YouTuber in general. You're waking up, you know, checking your phone. But I feel like tarot readers really get like a lot of weird vibes. You know, yeah, understandably. Light workers, yeah. It's a controversial space from time to time that we're in. So, you know, we get a lot of, yeah. So, you know, waking up to messages like that, it's like, oh, thank you. All right, you guys, Sag, it could be a particular message as well. Let's clear the energy. Let's get here, what did we want to jump into? Let's look at the astrology here for this month. And I'm gonna grab my water really quickly as well. Just bear with me. Thank you, Sagittarius, for your patience. And I want to grab the ephemeris actually as well. Don't know if it's there. That's October. Do we have November that was supposed to? No. So it is here. Follow your first gut instinct, Sagittarius. Follow your first gut instinct. Definitely. Where did the ephemeris go? Well, in the meantime, let's gather these children's spirit animal cards. It's gotta be here, you guys. Really very odd. One more minute. If we don't find it, then we'll just maybe print it again. Okay. Sag, let's get into the astrology here for this month. Wow. Well, we are looking here in this first week. First things first, we lead in with a Mars at early stages, okay, in degrees. This is kind of key. We just shifted out of Mars in, it is, I really want my ephemeris. Let me print this out really quickly, you guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, don't know like where it went. It's kind of odd. But okay. Truly, it's even missing from the computer. Oh, let me grab it on the In case you're wondering, I am a sun sign Pisces, I am a rising sign Scorpio, and my moon sign is Sagittarius. My moon is pretty close to my Pluto in my first house, and so I kind of have like a lot of Pluto when it comes to also my moon energies. That might be interesting for you to look at as well. Look at your moon sign. So many factors to be at play. Even if you, and this is Spirit bringing this message forward here, I feel, there's a point of this that maybe Spirit wants to make. Let's say you're a moon in Leo, but let's say you've got the ruler of Aries, Mars, so closely situated to your moon. That would give you kind of like the flavor of, other planetary frequencies as well when it comes to your lunar frequency and the archetype of the sun, which is ruler of Leo, for example. So, yeah. Also look at the house that your moon is in. It kind of gives you that secondary sort of lens to your moon sign, which is maybe interesting for you. For us. I watch these readings too. I watch them back, of course, and make of them what I do for myself as well and the collective. It's all reflective, right? What we experience also on a micro scale might be somehow reflected in a more macro scale. Let's concentrate. I'm like just bumping around all over this web page here. Let me print this. Sagittarius, thank you for your patience. Again. Okay, some interesting things are happening. The computer's freezing. It is Mercury retrograde. I'm filming this as Mercury's retrograde, so can we really be surprised? I mean, technology, yeah, talking, conversations, filming, yada yada. All right. For some reason, this is very odd here. There we go. I did take the screenshot, but it froze on the screenshot. It's okay. Let's print this here. No. Wow. What am I printing? This is not. What? What? Oh my god. I think I better stop this before. Yikes. Yikes. So, okay. We will use this for something else. Reason for everything. What was that? Literally printing one paper. Alright. I don't know what is going on here. But yes, I kind of do. It's Mercury retrograde and I'm trying to do something here related to technology, related to talking, conversations. Go figure. Oh, but it's good I saw this because it's reminding me I want to print this as well. So, okay. I feel like you're restabilizing your creative outlets. I hear it like that. You're stabilizing your performance. I hear it again like this. Maybe it is even your activities, your work. Got a lot going on here. This one's such a, yeah, but we're gonna get into advice as well at the end of this reading to sort of see further what other factors might be. But But we originally wanted to print the ephemeris, so... I see October, but what about November? What about November? The screenshot we just took. So, Sag. I see everything as symbolic, I truly do. I feel like there's something here that it is on an energetic level, like something that you need to clear maybe before you get to the next level. It's like, I know what I want. It's like, it's getting there, the process, you know? Type of vibes. Let's try that. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. The phone, okay, so we went on a whole little journey there. Okay, I had to restart. It was like a forced reset on the computer because it was just freezing up and it was so slow. I wanted to save part 1 to just make sure we had that because I saw that it was like completely frozen on the time, but I think it ended up recording, so we're good with that. But let's jump back into it, you guys. The messages were coming through the whole way through. I believe this is also obviously symbolic. There's something that, you know, there is a point here where you have to kind of just reconsider like how you're going about things. What exactly is it that you've come to? What you've created? I really get that there's not going to be any more really like mouse on the wheeling. You take it as you will, and I see a strong focus on the root chakra as well. The messages that I was getting here, a few things. Here, and I was seeing that is the spirit animal totem of a parakeet, something very particular. Maybe we'll read on that. But yeah, that was coming through. I had to like make a coffee and like, so a lot of nourishing time, spending, you know, going inwards as well. It's possibly something that you realize you've been wanting to do regardless, but it's just kind of maybe a particular, you know, moment where you say, okay, now I think it's like, again, maybe kind of like a forced reset, like maybe you even you come across someone who's doing that and you say, well, it's a good opportunity. Why don't I start this now? Like if they're, maybe it's, kind of like a nice sort of complementary sort of situation. For example, maybe you want to go on like morning runs, morning hikes with like a friend of yours. Now let's get back to it. Take time to slow down, process, reconsider. Yeah, maybe even like someone comes up to you, they're like, hey, I'm just starting this new regimen, and you know, you're thinking of it anyway, sort of vibe, right? And so maybe, yeah, you can decide, well, wow, this is kind of maybe the opportunity for me to jump in and do this. And it might be easier to have someone that you work, with in that process. It could also be somebody, let's say, you hire, maybe you're working alongside someone in particular. For a number of you, this is really possibly actually coming down to the physical body, especially those of you who are rising sign Sagittarians. There could be, there's something you want to absolutely, maybe actually rest. You need rest. I hear this possibly. You want to rejuvenate, recuperate, rejuvenate. If you're jumbling your words, you probably need a break. Sagittarius, that's probably the cue that's a good time right there to take a step. But in that direction. But some of you may be working with a naturopath, taking a closer look. Yeah, definitely, especially if you've been indulging in a good dose of Halloween candy and whatnot, then, or however, the equivalent of some kind of something cyclical. I see you taking that time to at least address it now. So there's someone here, though, that really plays a role, is what I'm seeing in that process here for you. And it's kind of like you're quite grateful. I see Sagittarius. You're kind of almost like, wow, I'm glad that I'm hearing this way, like came across this idea, because it gives me the opportunity to sort of finally dive in. For some of you here, I'm hearing that song by Zayn coming through, Warzone, Warzone. It's a pillow talk, something like that. All right, it's coming through. Again, maybe you want to spend more time resting. By the way, sometimes the energy does go quickly in the readings, and so you can slow the speed down, hit the little gear at the base of the video on the slider, and you can slow it to your desired speed. Some people, I know, they speed it up, so it's always relative. You take it as you will, but whatever helps you, I guess, absorb the message here. But take time to slow down is a message that I was getting. Process, reconsider. Take time to reconsider and to process what maybe, So your values, I hear that as well. Could be more of like an existential.
It's 7 o'clock.
Reconsidering point. It can actually come down to your rhythms and your routines, and that's another message here. Changing up your routine and your rhythm, even if it's sort of out of your nature for you. Like, I never wake up at this time, but like, I see you trying to really kind of put thought into how you're doing things. And the process, it's not what, it's how. There's another message coming through. You may have to make some so-called sacrifices in this space, but so be it. So-called is what I'm getting. Being brave. This is definitely a major clue here, especially if you've built up a certain rhythm. Getting out of that space, it's, braver on so many levels. It can be physical, it can be psychological, emotional, mental, even energetic. And I was getting that you're doing a lot of clearing here at this time. You've got to be really, really, truly brave, even when it comes to, matters on, so many different planes that you may not be fully aware of. Like, wow, I'm going to let go of this opportunity, and I just feel that there's something more for me. It's the belief in the lighthouse sort of energy. So Sagittarius here for you is what I'm getting with whatever it is that you're letting go of and reinvigorating. And that was that clue, actually very interesting. It was coming in the beginning of the video process of when I was meditating, and I oftentimes meditate before I get into the readings for sometimes weeks, sometimes days, we'll be quite honest, sometimes months. You take it as you will, but yeah, and I never force the energy, and sometimes readings are way in advance, sometimes they're, really, so I take into consideration the energies that I definitely feel at different points in time. So to see it in the sense, I'm hearing Capricorn here, Sagittarius, yeah, I was getting, though, very clearly right before I started your reading, a vision of you kind of even remodeling something. And so it's interesting. You take it as you will. I'm smelling cinnamon here, something with like apple cinnamon. Okay, let's get back to it before it turns into a Taurus reading. Being brave, solutions to long-standing problems. Sifting out, clearing a lot out here, Sag, and I'm seeing a lot of work done on as well on astral realms. It's very exciting. I was hearing also when the computer cut acting. You might get into a whole new lifestyle here, Sagittarius. Someone will tell you how they feel. That was also coming through. And yeah, without further ado, let's get back into the astrology that we said we were going to sort of chat about here. Before we do that, though, I want to look up parakeet as a totem animal. Parakeet, because that was also coming through. Parakeet. Parrot. The letters IR just typed here on the computer. Some of you may meet someone. It's so funny. It's type in. It says projet. It reminds me of the word project. Maybe someone introduces you to a theme even or an idea. You're like, never really saw myself in that space, but maybe it would work. Let's check it out. Some of you, it's in the field of technology. It might actually really suit you, Sag. But yeah, take it as you will. Reflect on it. All right, so parakeet symbolism. I'm seeing sevens here, everybody. Everywhere. Everywhere. The parakeet is a member. Some of you may be really popular here if you were to pursue whatever this is. I see that as well. Definitely could be related to casting and the field of entertainment. The entertainment, yeah. Now there's an ad popping up. It says all the tools to get rented. Interesting. That could be a very particular message for some of you. Now let's get back to it. The parakeet is a member of the parrot family. What's back to it? Some of you actually have an epiphany here. It's really exciting. But I see you almost thinking, what happens to the so-called path that I've already carved out? All right. When you hear the word parrot, having short tails, parakeets are a hardy bird living in worldwide regions with warmth and enough water. But their preference is woodlands and grasslands. They enjoy damp grass for rolling around so they can stay clean. Aww. You'll find an abundance of parakeets in India, the Pacific Islands, and Southeast Asia. They are nomadic by nature. Let's clear it around. A parakeet will fly hundreds of miles when in need of water. Water is symbolic for emotion as well as well. Parakeet symbolism and meaning. For some, I'm also getting the vibe that you realize, well, I'm on the cusp of a huge bridge. I hear this in my world. With my maybe career, there's something that will be influenced socially for you, and you know it. You see it clearly. No matter where they abide, however, maybe it's even that you're going to become very popular. Maybe you will take on a really big gig, and it's going to change your social life. People may start recognizing you. I hear it like this. They prefer to fly in large flocks containing thousands of birds for company, foraging, and breeding, making their home in tree holes. Parakeets groom, kiss, and nuzzle each other as a way of showing affection. The behavior strengthens and bonds and symbolizes devotion, trust, and family closeness. Males and females co-parent, the father providing food for the mother parakeet while she nests after hatching for both mom and the chicks. Parakeets are colorful birds in more than one way. Their yellow and green plumage, numbering upward of 3,000 feathers, outlined in black. This is even for some of you, it's just a vision coming through. You're going to get involved in the hospitality industry. For some of you, this move is going to come by way of someone else's move. Like someone else moves and it affects you in a concept that you have here. Maybe of something you would like to get involved in. You could be also translocated. with your career. But okay, so you're gonna work in the hospitality industry. Yeah, I just get that again. Hospitality industry, something related to hotel management, hotels. Let's go traveling. Maybe we'll be very much involved. That's lovely for a Sag, right? Show up to me here with a Sagittarius who is not into some dimension of travel, at least in the mind, even, okay, if anything. But looking stunning on a bird so delicate. It says 3,000 feathers. Oh, outlined in black. Looking stunning on a bird so delicate. I also see this as symbolic. You are outlining your vision, okay? Some of you may find what feels to be like your social group, where you feel you click. It's like, and you know that this is kind of going to like be the place for you, maybe in the long term, but it's really going to, it's a shift. So whatever that nostalgia might mean for you. Let's, if it is nostalgic for you in that way. I get it as a big deal. So I'm almost getting someone's like gonna have to go and like be in another country for years, months abroad to even how do we say it? Like for a gig, they're gonna be filming on a different location, like on a set or offset somewhere. So you take it as you will. Let's get back into it. Sag, we've got in the beginning of this week, Mars trails in at about early degrees of Scorpio. We have it stabilized right around the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. Those are key dates. That's when the energy of Mars and Scorpio might become more stabilized, and more sort of the theme and the concept of Mars and Scorpio might be more comfortable for you in some sense. Mars is touring the part of your chart where you've got Scorpio. Mars is touring the part of your chart also where you've got the 8th house. In other words, the zodiac that is overlapping your 8th house. Just a heads up. Let's clear it in ground. We get more into this in members as well, and that's also a lovely way to support the channel if you do feel guided. That's a heads up there. I'll put the link in the box below if you would like to join members. So we do exclusive content there, and it is related to astrology. So let's get further. Then we've got Venus, not much happening by the way with Mars in the rest of the month. I'm not talking about aspects, just the placements of the signs and major shifts like that. We don't see any retros with Mars here. Venus is in Sag at the very beginning of this week. We see here, about 25 degrees. We're already quite strong with Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. Fire energy, this is your sign, Sag. This has been a cycle since the earlier sort of moments of October. So we've had this for quite some time. By the beginning of November, we'll be quite strong in the trekking along of that Venus and Sag energy. Venus will be rather comfortable here in Sag by now, and there could be a project even that you're sort of getting more comfortable with. Yes, and you're getting close to finalizing. I hear that around the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th here for you Sagittarius in a big, big way. This could be an offer. This could be someone in relation to you. Then we see the Venus moving into Capricorn on the 5th. My nose going crazy right here on the 5th. There could be a decision you make. There could be a decision you make, a decision somebody else makes. Maybe it's a move they're making, for example. And then we see the complete trailing out of the rest of November with Venus in Capricorn. So that's a little heads up there, but those few days might be a little particular, for you, especially for wherever you've got the Sagittarius energy. There could be things that you sort of, finally talk about. I hear that as well, related to the concept of Venus, partnerships, contracts. You make a decision. I hear that as well. Final is what I'm hearing. Mercury here is in Libra at the beginning, a few moments here of, we'll say, November. Some of you are starting a project. I see that right when Mercury steps into Scorpio, the zenith here on the 6th, okay, of November. There's something that, let's clear it. This is something, it's interesting because Mercury's been retrograde in Libra for quite some time, so we finally make this sort of, we dance out. It's a pivot. For some of you, this is definitely going to be bringing up concepts here related to finances, your assets, money, something though that you want to further talk about. You might feel that there's something really that you want to even get off your chest, something that you feel has been just like a long-winded storyline here. And I do want to pull some cards for each of these transits once we're done talking about this as just a card of advice here for you. My nose is going crazy, Sagittarius. Oh my god, just the tip of my nose is like itching right there. Mercury will step into Scorpio. That's around the 6th. So for some of you, there's something even that, you know, maybe someone here comes forth with. It's something, it's like even a windfall. For some of you, it could really be related again to your assets. There could be some opportunity related to your career that comes through. Something that maybe you decide to invest in. I'm seeing the number 444 here everywhere. Yes, specifically related to the number 3. 4s and 3s, and I'm seeing 7s everywhere here as well. Somebody may want to partner up with you on something. I hear that possibly. Now, but Mercury leads in, for some of your storytelling, I hear that. This could be a project you want to start. My nose is going crazy. Oh my gosh. There could be some... Oh my gosh, it's one of those moments, you guys. It's like, oh my god, it's a Pisces reading of I'll never forget it. It was the Pisces 2019? Oh gosh. Or 20? My nose was going crazy in that reading. I almost had to end the reading. So yeah, I'm feeling that right here, kind of like almost like just like kind of getting the dial there cranked with that intensity. But Mercury here in Scorpio on the 6th. You may even there's something somebody maybe wants to get involved in. It's quite exciting. It involves maybe a lot, like a lump sum of finances here. I hear that. I'm hearing parakeet. That might be this message here. It could be again involving travel. My nose is going crazy, like specifically right on the right tip of my nose. All right, so this is exciting, Sag. I do feel like, well, you take it as you will. This is also a general video. Always teach your personal tuition, but I'm hearing around the clock. I feel someone's like, they're coming forward saying, well, yeah, you'd have to do this. These are the sort of, you know, factors here that, you know, somebody wants you to like take care of a plot of land. I hear that as well. It's like, wow. By golly. Yeah, it's very, 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 again, exciting. What else here? What else? Sagittarius. Some of you get a letter there. Yeah, this is something that comes through. It is something maybe that has been in the works. I'll say that as well. Again, we're going to pull a card. It is something, I see the letter W here. It's related to a hotel. It makes you a little worried, or you were concerned about this. I wonder if you applied to this position even, and like they finally just got back to you, for example. But yeah, what else? Here's the thing, you know, Mercury again has been in retro. When we lead into the beginning, yeah, some of you want to create content here. I'm hearing the letter P, pool. There's something here related to content, yeah. Okay, let's get further into it. Sag, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. See, we literally shifted out of sign. We have 3 signs with Mercury. Once Mercury clears out of post-shadow retrograde on the 3rd. So there's something that you develop even very quickly, maybe I'm hearing that as well. And then it steps into your sign here on the 25th. So we've got something you're getting maybe even quite, this is even a project or opportunity that is a proposal maybe eventually. It's going to be offered to you in due time is what I'm hearing. We're going to pull cards again with these transits. Let's continue. The sun is in Scorpio in the beginning of this month, and then it will trail into the later degrees on the 18th to the 21st. That's going to be kind of intense there with the sun in Scorpio. Again, subscribe to the channel. We will talk more about astrology, if you feel guided, of course. We're going to talk more astrology. Be sure to hit the bell icon as well so that you get notified, because sometimes when we have certain transits, I'll just like jump on live and we'll talk. So we definitely have some very interesting transits here this month, and we've talked about them, also a few of them already. In Astro Talks in October, which you can also check out on the channel. But yeah, we're definitely going to be getting into the nitty-gritties of what's going on here astrologically for the next few months. But this is going to be a really particular sort of few days. The sun in Scorpio is really very intense energy regardless, so having the sun at its sign in the last few degrees, in its sign in the last few degrees, can be kind of intense. Then we can move into your season, Sagittarius. This is going to be on the 22nd. My nose, this is accolades. This is something that you are going to manifest, Sagittarius. I just get it like that. It's coming towards you, Sag. This energy's been for quite some, a few months now, for quite some time. Let's get here further any other notes. In the first week, Neptune goes direct on the 1st of November, to be quite exact. 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is huge. This is a generational planet, slower moving planet, and yeah, it's about also past life energies, karma. This is going to be an intense day even the day prior, October 31st, Halloween, of all days. Really strong Pisces energy, really strong Neptune energy, really strong 12th house energy may arise here around this period. There could be, things that you sort of, again, you find a sort of the epiphany energy. It's sometimes a little bit of maybe a time where you feel things can get kind of nebulous. I would definitely circle those few days if you're somebody also has a lot of water in your chart. So yet again, if you've got a lot of water in your chart, keep that, remind yourself of these few days, and try not to sort of judge, okay, what does come up, but you always do take it as you will. Again, we'll get further into that possibly in some further astro talks. There could be things that you feel you do need to come down to, but there might be a matter of timing. We'll pull a card on that. Now, actually, truly, this might be someone else coming through. Yes, but you gotta make sure that the timing is right for you, is what I'm hearing. Just because someone wants to come through, maybe even apologize, or they send you a letter, you want to really, I would wait a few days until after Neptune has gone direct to kind of sense that energy out. I wouldn't take it so far as clearing for both shadow, but you take it as you will. Why not? Right, for certain cycles. It's like, well, it's kind of like thinking post-shadow retrograde of a cycle is kind of like saying, well, we're going to remain sort of like not yet, I see it as an airplane taking off. We've landed. We're still in the airplane. We still got to get into the sort of gate, but we're still like already starting to get up, that's a feeling. If you really want to start a new project, you want to clear out, but this is generational planet. You want to wait until the post-shadow clears, but that's going to be even a few months. So if you can wait, and it is something related to the archetype of Neptune, you know what this is for you, if you're really, then maybe wait. But otherwise, once it goes direct, that's wait a few days until after, I feel you'll be good to go. We do clear out of Mercury a few days prior. It's a few days after the 1st. So around the 3rd, Mercury clears. Just a few days prior, Neptune clears. If you want to be really in the clear with the decision, I would wait until maybe the 5th of November, but again, you take it as you will. Now, let's talk about the moon cycle. This month we see on the 4th of November, let's clear the energy in the throat chakra on the right side of the body. We see a new moon here in Scorpio, 12 degrees of Scorpio on the 4th, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we see here the full moon, about 27 degrees of Taurus on the 19th. These are key dates, obviously, 3:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Circle those dates. New moons, full moons are always kind of rather intense. Some of you here are thinking big about your long-term vision. Let's get some cards for each of these transits here for you. You know what? I do also want to talk about the moon sign. I do want to talk about the moon sign as well. Just a quick rundown. And again, I'll have at the end of this video a timestamp sort of labeled here. So throughout the month, you can come back to this video and click quickly, okay, what are the moon dates, What are the so-called, times for this and that, sign shifts and such. Hopefully we'll get more organized. Because I also see it myself. I'm like, I want like an easy way to just kind of get to these energies. So we lead into the month with the moon in Virgo shifting into Libra, the 1st, the 2nd, so Virgo, and then Libra. Then we see here in Scorpio, the 4th, the 5th. The Sagittarius is the 6th, the 7th. This is Eastern Standard Time. Again, adjust it, and we may have a little overlap, right? Remember as well that the moon has a void of course. We talk more about this, though, on members. That would be way too much information for a general video, right? And even we talk about that really on members. We talk about it on 48 hours. We talk about it on weeklies and also hourly, real-time astrology. So, okay. But, and thank you for those of you who do join members and your support. Love and light to you guys here. And it's so lovely to connect with you guys there as well. Now, the moon then moves into Capricorn on the 8th and 9th. Sag was yet again the 6th and 7th. That's a key date as well. Definitely, key date there. That's your sign. And the moon will join whatever planets you have in Sag. Just a keynote on those dates. So, again, we'll get more into that on members. And, again, where we talk more astro. So, it's nice because sometimes, we're able to get more into the nuances of the transits, and we have the, nice live chat group there going as well, and it's really quite fun. This has come through a few times now, the tower here for you. I'm seeing the number 4444. Your guides maybe, this is maybe a very particular message. Your guides want you to move or start thinking about housing or something related even to an institution. Maybe you're thinking, where do I want to kind of settle down? We see the child coming through. We see the tower. This is literally the number 13, the number 19. There are things that I feel like there's something that you want to decide on, and it can even be a program. All right. Moon in Capricorn, 8th, 9th. Aquarius, 10th, 11th. Pisces, 12th, 13th.
Aries, it's 14th, 15th, 16th. Taurus, 17, 18, 19-ish. Gemini is on the 19th, 20th. 21st, we see the moon in Cancer on the 22nd, the 23rd. The moon is in Leo on the 24th, 25th, 26th. The moon is in Virgo on the 27th, 28th. The moon is in Libra, the 29th, the 30th, and the moon is in Scorpio on the 1st of December as we lead out of this, almost this year, you guys. Wow. So let's clear the energy and ground and get back into it. I'm going to put the ephemeris to the side. Actually, we want to pull them right on top of these transits. So some of you have a decision to make. I feel like I don't want to say you're worried about your social life in relation to your career. It's like, well, you're worried about like losing friends kind of vibe. I wouldn't think about that personally, but you take it as you will. Like, I wouldn't be too worried about that. On Mars, moving into the Mars energy is here for you. We've got the Clover in reverse. Some of you here are studying something or you have an opportunity. I feel like you would really benefit from researching something here. Take your time is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more card of advice. Sagittarius here for you with the Clover in reverse. This has to do with an eventual move or a reuniting with someone here. I see that as well. The Hangman. If you're wanting to reunite with somebody, it's more about researching the context to the eventual sort of so-called maybe even reconciliation. Some of you definitely have somebody on your mind, and it's like you're thinking about them like, man, like I really want to reunite with them. Like it's something, you'll know what this is. It's kind of weighing, it's in the back of your mind here. I feel like you do even maybe want to admit something with the Two of Swords in reverse. But you're being very particular maybe about how you go about my nose going crazy. It could be a financial storyline as well that's affecting that. The Hangman. Let's get for the clues. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Wow. For some of you, someone is Sagittarius. Somebody's intimidated. Oh, very, very intimidated. The Two of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. This is possibly the love of your life. This is for some of you. Yes. This is someone who you've known. I hear that. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you you have not seen this person for quite some time. We're going to get into a particular series, which is about partnerships and relationships here. We did it in October. We're going to do the signs with each of the signs. I feel that messages may come through there, so keep an eye out for that video. Moon and Virgo. Again, feel free to subscribe if you want to get notified. Dabber coming through. Moon and Virgo. Someone's been so picky. They've been particular. They've been getting on their own case about how they want to reach out to you. I hear that. How they want this new beginning to lead out. We see stilts. They maybe have kind of not been emotionally expressive. Yeah, and it's almost like you know that, you realize that. It's like, I know there's something further here. Garçon, this is a French word, young man, on the Knight, on the King of Wands actually upright. Somebody is really, they have a lot of pressure on themselves when it comes to how they would like to present to you. It might be someone who feels, hysteria, literally. These are little charms I made. Hysteria popping out, let's clear it. Little charms I cut out here. Flimsy. Let's clear it. They're not sure if you'd want to date them. Oh wow. This is the one card. The Bear. Maybe they got something particular about them. They're not sure like if you would like, what's that about? I feel like you kind of want to just like pull this person into an embrace. Like, what are you saying? Like, stop. Like, if you knew, maybe they don't show you this side. Maybe they are kind of, if you think about a bear, right? It's like, kind of like it's not they're kind of, I don't want to say they're standoffish, but like, it's kind of like maybe they have this demeanor about them. Even look at the King of Wands. It's like he's not so cuddly kind of vibe, maybe they don't give off that vibe of like, it's clear, like right off the bat, maybe they're not like acting so warm with you, right? It's not like we're seeing a King of Cups sort of energy, like, so, but that's they definitely have their distance, I hear that with you. And their decisions to make, I hear that as well. They're, though, this is a matter of their psychology. Yeah. They have to be, like, vulnerable. I hear that as well. Yeah. So, okay, let's get further into it. Now, the Venus and Sag leading in. Let's pull a card for that. The Stork. You may either receive a letter here from someone, or somebody may reach out to you. I'm hearing that. Let's pull some further cards on that. The Stork. This is very exciting. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, oh my god, you will really hear from somebody here. This is even an employer. Like, I feel like you applied to something. It's a pleasant surprise. We'll say it like that. Okay, like I thought you forgot about me. Like what? For some of you, you applied to something in a museum. I hear that. I'm here in gallery. Gummy Bear Tarot cards. Let's get a Gummy Bear Tarot card on the Stork and the Knight of Pentacles. Three of Cups in reverse. You thought somebody absolutely forgot about you, Sagittarius. Justice in reverse, Four Swords in reverse. I'm smelling something like flowers and fruity. Seven of Cups upright. For some of you, this is someone who's very shy to approach you. Two of Pentacles upright. It may be the same person. Wow, the Death card in reverse. You could be dealing with an offer, though. This is maybe related to assets. Someone wants to invite you somewhere. They want to invite you. I hear that, to move in with them. The Letter in reverse. When Venus moves into Capricorn. Let's get a card on that further. What themes might you be dealing with around that period again? It's right around the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. Amira, you have a decision to make. This is an opportunity. It does come down to your finances. Like, you're thinking, though, if I were to move in with this person or something of this nature, it's like, that would change your whole lifestyle. I got it. Like that. Let's get some charms on that, the tree. Just try again. You're glowing. This is something from the past. You're well aware of this. South Node Sinistry. You may have South Node Sinistry in this space with this person. Cam, you were related to them. Maybe in a past life. You had something with past life. You knew them. Maybe you used to video call. You're wondering, should I get back, like, in touch with this person? Like, should we reconnect? Maybe in person? Knight of Swords in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Oh, somebody's indirectly kind of trying to tell you something. I hear that. Okay, Eight of Wands up, right? Like, maybe they're hinting at it. Maybe you start getting the vibe, like, I feel like they're trying to, like, take the conversation in a different direction. Like, you're trying to steer it in that direction here with me. Three of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. This is someone who either wants to apologize. They feel like they want to make something known to you. Okay. Maybe they'd be feeling even like they're kind of awkward with something. Let's get some charms on that. Death in reverse with a Stork. They're both upside down. You're dealing with someone who, yeah, yelling came through on the Death card and lusty. Someone is embarrassed, even like they're trying to control their libido with you. I'm hearing their ego. Maybe they kind of got a little weird at a certain point here with you. I see them wanting to, maybe it's some years of energy. My nose. It's something, yeah, it's even legal, I hear that, or they want to offer you something like commitment. I hear this for some. I want to pull one card on that, because I know that's kind of like the Fool upright with the Knight. I saw the Page of Pentacles at the base of that, guys. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, but they're so shy. They're so particular. Where did that card go, you guys? There we go. Page of Pentacles. With the Page of Cups. They're very emotional. I don't care what they say. This person may act like, you know, they have a front. They have a poker face. And they know how, they're good at it, yeah. Don't buy into what they're sort of like presenting to you. I hear that right off the bat. Maybe that was even years ago. That's maybe what they're also telling you. Like, hey, I realize, like, yeah, like I kind of have my guard up with you. I have my guard up. I feel like even that still though, it just might be their personality. You see a different side to it. Let's get to some Mercury and Libra in the beginning stages. The clouds, the ring, ooh, the anchor. Some of you definitely have an opportunity here coming. Sagittarius, someone is going to possibly be committing here for you. Neptune got me. Aw, someone's going to call it out for you, Sagittarius. I see someone like literally like coming to you and saying, hey, I'm in love with you. Dr. Dolittle did it big. There's something in relation to their work that got them a little nervous about whatever this is, like up in their head with things all over again. I feel like, yeah, if someone's behavior was strange at a certain point, you will understand, like, why kind of vibe. As Mercury moves into Scorpio, let's get some energy cards on that. It's right around, again, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the Sun in reverse, the Heart in reverse, the House upright. This comes down to confidence, I feel. That also really wants to come through. The Rider. Someone's, yeah, they're wanting to really, really reconnect with you. They want you to reconsider their offer. I hear flamingos here. Some of you went to, like, I mean, you're in Capricorn, maybe travel with this person. I hear flamingos. Flames coming through. Reminds me of hot Cheetos. Take it as you will. I haven't had that for, like, 10, 15 years. Pleased to meet you. Look how far we've grown. Oh, some of you may really be reconnecting with somebody here. In view. They see someone in the rear view of their car mirror. Please keep this. So maybe it's either you or this person, Sag. You're a little hesitant. Maybe you knew this person, or there was some. You're not sure if you want to get back into it. On the Rider, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I feel someone's going out on a limb for you, Sagittarius. They are trying. They want to demonstrate how they really feel here. Page of Pentacles on the ring with the anchor. Let's get into then when we lead into the deeper stages here of that Mercury in Scorpio season here on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Let's get a card on that here. The Magician, your own card. Someone is definitely going to be, I see, committing. It could be you. You could be committing to a job position here. Venus flytrap. A loud horn. And shack. You may even seal a deal here with your company, with your country. Some of you may be moving abroad. I see that. Could be related to like a visa situation. Mercury will stabilize in Sag around the 26th, 27th. So keep that in mind. In the beginning stages, we want to save a few days there, right, for buffer. So Venus at 0 degrees. I'm not sure I would make a decision at Venus at 0. You always take it as you will. Maybe wait if you're going to make a really major decision the 27th. Okay. But again, it's a general video. You always take it as you will. Let's pull some further cards here on something about if this is a proposal that somebody's making to you. There's something about their social life. The Death card in reverse. I do feel they're making sacrifices to step forward here in some space. Ace of Wands upright on the Nine of Pentacles. They're very shy. They're very into you, but they're very shy. I get that. Strongly coming through. Let's get a card on that Magician for the Venus and Sag. Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, Page of Wands. They're talking to your friends. We have the Mice and the Fox, you guys. Talk about secretive energies. Yeah, and the Star in reverse. This is someone even like, yeah, they want to get to know you. Maybe they've been talking to like people that they know who know you. Let's get a card from the Lenormand. The Coffin landed on King of Cups in reverse, but kind of around that Page of Swords in reverse, Magician upright. Let's get another card here. Some of you have a decision to make. The Key on the Magician. This is something that, yeah, it's a huge. I'm feeling it. I see you walking around like a house. This is very exciting for some. Let's keep that there actually, and we're gonna pull on the Sun shifts here. Let's pull on the Sun in Scorpio, the tail end degrees here. 27, 28, 29, the 19th, the 20th, 21st. 26, 27, 28, 29 are the degrees. But it's on the 18th to the 21st that we see the intensity of the Sun, right? In November. Let's clear it. That could be particular days again. The Star. Oh, the Cross. The Book. You decide something is absolutely worth it here for you. Let's clear it. This is even a gift of yours, a talent of yours. You decide to pursue it. It could be something you even want to write. It could be a novel. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, this is something you're clearing. It's karma. I hear that. High Priestess in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're realizing, why would I hold myself back from this? Like, I want to pursue this. Like, that's it. Once and for all. And again, I recommend to come back to this reading about 6 to 8 months down the line. The Sun in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, definitely. It was a year before the pandemic that I was channeling, as I am channeling here now. In case you're wondering, like, why I'm so weird. Why is she so strange? I'm channeling right now. So it was about a year prior to the pandemic. I will never forget it. I was doing a reading in Hawaii. This was right before I went to Japan. I was feeling so guided to travel, visit these places. Anyways, really intense reading. 2019 it was, or 2020, and I was channeled Keep Clear of Corona, and in the moment I was like, I don't know what that's alluding to, guys. You could check that video out. It's on the main channel page, but yeah, it's the featured video there. But the excerpt at least that I took, but from the original video, which is a Pisces May reading. Now, anyways, going back to it, that took about a year to really to see the other side of that story, and so it's very interesting. Wait, it takes about, again, 6 to 8 months for messages to sort of marinate here. Let's get further clues. Let's get further clues for you here. Sag, what is what? The High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this is even time release gifts. We see the Book in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. This is straight up, this is Akashic Records even. Actually, book is upright. I see the number 26 related to that. Let's get a Gummy Bear Tarot card on that. Some of you know you want to move in a direction, but you're a little bit nervous here. Three of Swords upright. The Star on the Star. Ooh, in the Lenormand and the golden in the Gummy Bear Tarot. Eight of Pentacles. We've got two. You guys check it out. It's so interesting. the way the guides communicate through the cards. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Star. The Star. The Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Some of you have a decision to make. I don't know exactly what that factor is related to the Three of Swords. Let's pull some cards here. Ascendant Leo, a loud horn. Someone is maybe a little worried. I see a very rainy day here. Someone's worried, and I see young money, the young money charm. either this is a really big investment, and it could be emotionally as well. This is going to change your life. I'm hearing Notre Dame. I'm not ready. Look at you. This is no. It's like nerves. I see you want to reach out to somebody even, or like reconnect finally with someone. It's that moment where you say it's worth it. I know I want this. Like maybe you're attracted to something or to someone. You're really, yeah, and you're wanting to pursue something here, but there's a side to it that's a little nerve-wracking. Let's pull here into when the sun moves into 0 degrees, 1, 2, 3, about the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th of November, right before we trail into streamlining those energies of the sun in Sag around 25th, 26th. Okay, the 9 of Wands are bright. Oh, for some of you, this is you realizing someone's in love with you, Sagittarius. This is someone coming up to you being like, hey, Sag, I do see you like that. Like, yeah, they feel like they... Talk about Mars energy. Yeah, they feel like they let you out. They left you out in the cold. Ace of Cups upright on the 9 of Wands upright. Hey, no, they want to pick you up. Hey, it's like I left you on the side of the road. It could be a metaphor if you take it as you will. The partner upright, yeah. This is whoever you have coming through around. If you have somebody here coming through or proposing, proposing something. It could be even like a company. It could be around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. 27th, they may be your one, you guys. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing they may be your one. I'm seeing like a light turquoise colored ring. The Queen of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords upright, and the Queen of Cups in the theme. They see you. This is someone who has, for the longest time, they did not show you, they did not get it off their chest is what I'm getting. You guys, we literally pulled the love charm. I don't think I've ever pulled that charm. The love charm, it literally says love on it. On the Ace of Cups upright. What did we say? On fire. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. I'm hearing beep beep. Somebody even like shows up at your house. Let's pull a card here for you. Well, you know what? We'll tone it down. We'll do a separate reading for the new moon and the full moon. So again, feel free to subscribe if you like this reading style. We'll come back with a new moon and full moon reading later here as we get closer to the month, and that'll be a separate video. So hit the like button as well if you want to see more of this content, and if you're liking this reading style and you want to sort of extend it into the new moon and the full moon spread. If you're liking these cards as well, let me know. They're new cards here, the Lenormand, and yeah, so you guys, let's get into it. I see a little charm on that rider. Little charm again, that charm coming about. It's some opportunity related to travel. Oh, let's clear it. Some opportunity related to travel. Ooh, you're glowing. And the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Wands. Ooh, some of you, this is very exciting. Yeah, there's a lot of potential. You see it. You see the potential is what I'm getting. All right, let's get the cards organized, and we will now pull runes on the hourly. Lovely. Let's do it. Some of you are going to be famous, Sagittarius. This will be coming through. Oh, listen, you've been Sagittarius. You have been in crosswatchers. However, you don't have to be a sun sign Sagittarius to be resonating with these messages. Are you kidding? If anything, if you're a Midhaven Sagittarius, that message is seriously for you. Oh, seriously, yeah, seriously. For you, yeah, someone's gonna be famous here. For some of you, it's marriage. It's like, maybe there's even your marriage will be famous or something like that. Maybe you're gonna start like a TV show with who you're with, possibly, kind of vibe. Again, apply the messages the way that you feel they do resonate with you in particular, and let's get the comments. You may like launch a business even with someone that you're already with. You're married to. I hear that specifically. Thank you guys for, let's clear it, 1 second. Thank you guys for connecting and tuning into you, but there's one more message here. Somebody wants to start something here with you, but there's something they need to clear before they do that, is also the last minute message they're coming through. Okay. Let's get into it. Right as we get onto the runway. One more. All right, the High Priestess and the Lovers. Let's begin shuffling. We're gonna get ready for the hourly now. Or any pockets here of time that pop out. 2 more cards here. The Tower in reverse. The 5 Wands upright. Some of you, there is an opportunity. I hear that. So, it's those cards wanting to come up. We're not using the cards though on the hourly. We may, if we pull a rune right side up on an hour, we'll further expand it with the cards. So, just as a heads up. need to, wow, get some organization here going. I'm talking about myself. I have a lot of Sag. My moon is Sag, and my Jupiter is Sag. And my midhaven is not Sag. My Jupiter is also not Sag. What am I saying? My Jupiter is in the house of Sag. Definitely has this Jupiter and Sagittarius quality to it. But my moon is Sag, yeah. But my midhaven is Leo. Conjunct Jupiter, sort of. So I do have that Jupiter quality to my midhaven. Okay, let's get into it, you guys. Let's pack the runes now. It's me definitely traveling. No question, no doubt. What's what here, dear Saggies? Alright. We have a rune landing on that 5 of Wands. I'll take this as a thematic energy. It is Hagalas. We've got here then Mana popping out on the 3rd week, upright. This is one of 3 runes that are right set up on your month here of November, Sagittarius. You've got Rido at the end of that last week, the first week here of November. But you always take it as well. Maybe this is also bleeding a little bit into or from October. You know, there is something here that you've had on your mind. I see it as a thematic concept here with Rido leading out into the 2nd week, yeah, of November. There's something, you're fucking ready for Sagittarius. I'm going to be quite honest, excuse my French. You lead out with 30 sats. This is an opportunity that you gotta be brave with. I hear it like this. It's gonna change your sort of world. Yeah, it's maybe the way that you present yourself to the world, actually. Maybe you want to start a TV show, a TV series. This is for some. We see Sohilo right set up as well at the apex of your reading here with the runes. It's literally off the chart. I don't see it on the hours here. This is maybe more of like a thematic energy, okay? Like something that you realize assists you, or yeah, definitely. It's something that you create with, let's clear it. This is your masculine energies though as well. I see that with the Sohila. What is masculine? Right, as above, so below. The shadow to the, you know, so casting of light. We have to have both to sort of harmonize. So for some of you though, there is something there, and it's so funny, because if you literally look at this tower card, which we pulled, which we set at the apex, what does that look like to you? Let's mirror it. You guys, it's opposite on the Mac, so I have to kind of hold it. Look at that lightning strike, and Sohilo is literally like a lightning strike. You guys, there's something here you've got coming. You're creating. I just don't know if you can see that. Alright, it's like the Harry Potter insignia on his forehead. Alright, let's get into it. This is even a talent of yours. This is some, let's clear it. It's an ability of yours. You have to get brave with it though, is what I'm getting. Like, it is but a seed until you plant it. It is but a seed until you plant it, huh? Well, you've got Ingwats as well, mirroring that Sohilo. A lot of masculine energy here. You got Jera. Some of you have been on the fence about whatever this is for some reason. You have Isa with Ingwats. You know the potentials here. You've known it. For some of you, this is especially, you've got to, okay, alert. Though this is a message for those who have Venus in Sagittarius. This is an opportunity that is for sure on your table with someone, but you're like purposely putting it off. It may be a little bit of like, for some performance anxiety. There's a question here of the question of the channeling of the masculine tendencies. For some, this is, how do we say? Playing hard to get, even, yeah. Like acting like you're not interested, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. This is gonna take, either it's been going on for a year, or it will take a year to, it says, look how far we've grown, and you're glowing. Pulled some charms on those 3 runes there. This is a decision you have to write. I'm not ready, upside down. Someone's worried though. They're like, will they move on? Like, if I don't take action, I see that. That is, yeah, there's definitely hesitation. If this is especially Venus and Sag, yeah, there's a hesitation for some reason. But I feel like it's, it might be a breaking point, but you take it as you will. That is related maybe to even some kind of project or something related to someone's story or how someone carrying out of your story publicly. We lead out with 30 sats. There's a lot of strength here, a lot of movement and transformation here for you. Sag, I'm excited to see that. Let's pull, I want to pull the Gummy Bear Tarots here on that Rido for Sagittarius in the first week of such Ace of Pentacles, It did land here right next to the unknown rune on the Saturday of the third week of November. Four Swords of Bright. Some of you are definitely, you're going back and forth. It's like hardball. It's a court case. This is for some of you, I'm hearing that. King of Pentacles on the Queen. You're debating something, negotiating something. You lead up with the Ten of Wands in that last week. The Page of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups upright. The question is, for some of you, like, how? I think you know what, it's more how, but let's clear it. You're wondering, should we go on, like, a vacation together? What's the first introduction? I'm also getting that. Let's get a card on 30 sats. The Hangman in reverse. Some of you got someone really in love with you. You're in love with them. Yeah, someone's leaving somebody hanging, though, like, Hangman in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. Someone's worried they're leaving them hanging for, like, way too long. Let's get... I'm hearing, how do I dress? The resets literally landed on Thursday of the last week of November, and right around the time of 4:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. Some of you would have to travel to see this person, and time zones would be a question. The garden, it would be something that you're considering when you're thinking about, yeah, I'm seeing the color orange here. Mice. Someone's thinking of inviting someone maybe to their home. I hear that yet again. You got the ring with the mice and the garden. It's like, first, I just get this vibe. This is maybe a very particular message. Like, I'm hearing, like, someone knows how they feel about somebody, but they're thinking, would this person almost, like, see me as I see myself, as I feel for them? Like, let's clear it. You're wondering if somebody would believe you? If you were to tell them how you feel about them. That's what I'm hearing. Let's clear it. I'm hearing good guess. Some of you straight up, someone's playing kind of like they're in out. They're not sure. They don't want to be on the line with their emotions a little bit, or they're really worried. Medium way. I do feel they will call this out eventually, though. No, yeah. There's no way. Like, if they've been acting like they're not interested, and they are, there's no way that's gonna last for much longer, is what I'm hearing. Cord comes through, creep, let's get real. All on the garden with the mice in the ring. It's like, what's your intention? Like, I feel it's gonna come out, you guys. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that it's not. Someone was maybe like, it's a subconscious feeling or fear. I don't want to be creepy. I don't want to creep them out. Like, yeah, but I see it's more subconscious. Gomez upside down. It's maybe self-confidence. They're not sure. Like, are you attracted to me like that? Sun and Cat. That's your confirmation. This is for some of you. I'm lonely. Like, it's like, come on already. Like, yeah, let's reconnect. I hear that. On Thursday, Friday, for some of you, it may be Thursday. For some of you, it may be Friday. Friday of the third week of November, we see Monats coming through about 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's a particular message here. Possibly there's an event you're wondering. You hear of this. Maybe it is related to that last week of November, the decision that you're making in relation to, a much broader conversation. I hear that as well. Here, please keep this in view. And lusty. Someone definitely wants to even introduce themselves to somebody or reach out to somebody. They are really worried. I want to reiterate this. This is, your spirit guides want to make this so clear. It's not as it seems. It's like, yeah, they're really worried if you're going to accept their proposal. I even see that. Like, how do I say this? Like, if you would, how do we say? Like, if you would, if you would want what they want in this space? What? If you're thinking of them in the same way, I hear that as well. Yeah. They're not sure. Maybe they're just too nervous, like they can't see it. I can't tell. Is she like into me the same way, kind of vibe? Or are they into me the same way? They're not sure if this is good enough as well. They want to make you an offer. Again, this message may resonate 6 to 8 months down the line. 6 to 8 months down the line. I'm hearing January, July. I hear that as well for some. I'm hearing the letter 2. I'm seeing the letter 2 here as well. The letter 2, that's B. The letter 2. Should we say that again? the letter B, the number 2. Yeah, they're even cryptic. Like, they're just giving you these little, like, but I feel it's going to come out, yeah. All right, let's get further into it, you guys. Let's clear the energy and ground. We'll pull a card there on Sohilo, which is strength, crowning your reading, more or less, with Hagelas. We have the 9 of Cups upright. So someone has definitely been holding back their love here, the passion for somebody. The Queen of Wands in reverse. That's not going to last, you guys. And it could be with you. You're like, oh my god, I've been pretending like that's not my priority. Something that's actually really important to me. I feel someone's going to kind of confess something. Alright, almost like lose control kind of vibes. Alright, you guys, those are the only cards here that, the runes that have been right set up. I did see tears sideways here looming around that Saturday, Sunday of the second week in November, and there's something that you have created, and maybe it is an idea you kind of get to like, oh, this is, yeah, but you got to take time to call it out maybe, or officially, or to carry it out. I see you not reacting immediately to whatever, that's okay, whatever you've already called out. What? Hold on. Sagittarius. Some of you, if this is a love situation, either you are conflicted or someone is seriously conflicted. And maybe they're not showing that to you. They're going back and forth though. It's like a little bit of like an anxiousness I got. Yeah. And again, remember I'm channeling here. So the energy in every reading is different, you guys, right? Sometimes, yeah. So this is the energy I'm feeling, Sag. Like this is someone maybe who is not... Let's pull a card on that tier that was right there. The Fool. For some of you, someone is... Oh, they're totally... You guys, they're... Oh, yeah. Okay. Sagittarius. Come right over. Okay. Especially those of you who have Venus in Sagittarius, Venus in the ninth. Listen, this person is going back and forth. They're like a pacing tiger in like a lair. It's like, what am I going to do? Page of Wands reverse. Maybe they're kind of... They played it kind of cool at a certain point, like hard to get, and now I see that you don't see this. It could be a cross-watcher energy as well, absolutely. But this is like a moment. It's like, oh, they don't even know that I'm like going crazy for them kind of vibe. They don't even know that I'm like thinking about them like this, like, or that I'm thinking about this like this. The Star Bright. Oh, what? Maybe it's like the surprise. Three of Pentacles, then reverse, Hermit in reverse, Star Bright. Maybe go, I don't know, you guys. Ooh. Maybe they even feel kind of like that they're giving off mixed signals, and that's making them feel like not really good. Let's pull here for further spread. Let's go with the energy and ground. I now want to get into, if you're watching for matters of Venus, Midhaven, Mars, so we'll go like house by house. So you can read it as matters of the first house, you're free, Sagittarius. Or if you've got a Mars, the ruler of the first house in Sag. Okay, so let's get into it to make the messages a little bit more specific and to see what might be most advantageous for you here during this time, depending on where you've got Sagittarius in your chart. What might be helpful for you, okay, to know. Depending on where you've got these placements. Alright, so let's begin here with, let's do Mars and Sag. Any messages here? Let's start with Venus. You have a Venus in Sagittarius, or matters of the 7th house, and Venus does co-rule the 2nd house. We could talk about assets in general, finances. We'll talk about the main placements here. Venus in Sag. And if you like this reading style, feel free to hit the like button. Again, I'll be looking at that. Maybe what we'll do the major placements like Venus. Most people probably watching from us, relationships, assets, finances. If you really like this reading style, we will extend it, and let me know in the comment section below as well what you really liked, what was really helpful for you. Like, oh, I really liked how we took the different angles and approaches with the different, sign placements, planetary placements, and then we'll expand that in maybe a mid-month bonus if we hit enough likes on this video and views as well. All right, let's jump into it. The Fish upright, those of you in for matters of relationships, Venus in Sag, Venus in the 9th also can count there definitely, and in general, matters of Venus for Sagittarius, the Fish. Someone is just waiting to approach somebody. There's a lot of interest here. I see someone is taking the time with that. It's not as it seems is what I'm hearing. It reminds me of the Aquarius title reading for, was it October? It was Aquarius. It's not as it seems this person is in love with you. Yeah, Aquarius. It's not as it seems this person is in love with you. So check that reading out if you do feel guided. We're going to get further clues as to sign placements here in just a second. The Rider, the Cross, the Fish, they're debating. They're thinking, should I? Literally look at the Fox and the Rider, you guys. They're both cards that speak of mobility, right? The Fish that goes back and forth and back and forth. It kind of has no direction. The Rider hopefully has a direction, unless he's just riding for fun around the town, right? But yeah, someone's going back and forth. And if we literally look at the Cross, we see, this contemplation point of a path, a crossroads maybe, a question of, the even, how do we say, like the philosophy, like, of the decision that maybe one is to make, like, what is it really that is a factor here for me when I'm making this decision? Interesting. That could be what someone's thinking. It could also be religion, you take it as you will. I'm trying to understand how this might relate to as many people as possible without getting too specific or too broad here. But the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, maybe they've also been, that's that very energy. They've been holding you in the dark. This is for some of you. Let's get further clues. Let's clear it. Especially if you're dealing with a Leo. They have a sun, I hear that? Or, yeah, they're yeah. What do we say? Strength in reverse right there, you guys. This is someone who's a lot of Virgo. They are more like Virgo, though. I see a Leo. Someone's got a lot of Leo, or they got like a moon in Leo, or a moon in the 5th house, or a sun in the 5th. They're very shy. like they're more of like a lurker. I get that kind of energy. Let's get rising signs. Yeah, let's just get all in. Some of you getting readings on this person, you're like, I don't friggin' trust them. I'm hearing that. I feel like that there's not all that there is to this person. Some of you are working with this person in addition to being maybe in a relationship. You don't know where they stand maybe in either side of the story here with you. Rising Sagittarius, rising Aquarius, rising sign Libra. I feel like this is less. You're probably dealing with a rising Sag, rising Aquarius, Uranus on the ascendant, Jupiter on the ascendant, rising Pisces also though coming through with a rising sign Libra. That can also be just prominent energies. Or this is how they come off to you. It can also be your synastry chart, ruler. I hear that as well. Your composite. Wow. Okay, let's get further. Let's clear it around. Let's get letters. Rising Aquarius has the letter F. Rising Sagittarius has the letter J and P. There's a question of trust here. I'm getting that really strongly. Like, someone feels maybe you're negotiating with this person. V, the letter V. Venus can also speak as well, you know, of assets. So, contract. G, the letter G, O, M, and A. So again, the letters that we've got for Rising Sagittarius. The letter A, M, O, G. Someone is literally, like, they need an answer even. They're waiting for you. They're like, hey, what's the answer here? Like, what's the answer here? Like, can you do this? The letter V, P. They're wondering if you're on the same page as them, and the letter J. I see you going backward, like, I don't know, should I do it? Like, maybe this is more existentially, maybe it's been years worth of energy, like, someone has been waiting on an answer from you. Yeah, I just keep getting that. There is a question of philosophy. Maybe they've been waiting for you to, like, make that move that makes it really clear to them that, like, you're interested in them like that. I'm sorry, but, like, for years? We don't have time for that. Wait, what? Like, interesting. It's clear. We almost spell Gomez, but, like, if we were to spell it with an A. Gomaz. Okay. Gomad. I'm also hearing that. I think that means, like, cutie or something in Arabic. Gomad. We also see GOP. We see GOV. Gov. Governor, maybe. You can make all kinds of, you know, so many possibilities. Mop. We see mop. Palm. Pam. Map. Jam. I'm hearing Maj as well, M-A-J. Maj. Gap. Mag. M-A. Like a master's program can be. M-O. A-M in the A-M. So, yeah, you take it as you will. Gap. Did we say that? Alright, you guys. So, yeah, maybe this is you with you as well, of course, right? It's like you got too many options, though, if that's the case. You're not sure, like, some of you maybe got too many options. It's like, well, I can hang out with, like, Spencer, or Skeeters, or the storyboard, or I can do this, or I can do this. Like, oh my god, you got a lot of ideas. You got a lot of options. Let's get a card on that. The bear upright. Some of you are very popular as well. Or someone here is, this is about your finances, or there's some overlap of finances, relationships. Someone needs an answer from you. That's just what I'm hearing, possibly. What it comes down to, possibly, somebody wants an answer. Let's get one card on Rising Aquarius and the letter F, the heart in reverse. Someone's, maybe they're feeling a little bit lonely. They're feeling a little hurt, like, why didn't they get back to me? They're kind of, they're trying not to take it personally, but they might be starting to take it personally here a little bit. Let's get just a few more letters with that. Remember that song, 'Cause I will follow you into the dark. The letter Z, the letter L, the letter X. Something about someone's career. They could be an undercover agent. This is for somebody, I don't know, it's just coming through.
this is coming through in the travel pick a card reading that we did last night. Yeah, the last stack, I think it was stack 5. Something about someone, their travel habits were real
It's
strange.
8 o'clock.
We do have the rider. Yeah, it's like they have to suddenly leave, take it as well, or like something. Yeah, they're in and out. XL coming through here. I'm seeing that. FX. That came through another video. FX I think is radio, related to radio. That came through in that 5th stack as well. So alright. Take it as you will, you guys. Let's get some sign placements on each of these rising signs. Sagittarius on rising Libra, rising Pisces. We've got then Capricorn on rising Sagittarius. Someone's very shy here. I see that. You really very, very hot, cold, not able to read them. All right, Libra coming through on rising Aquarius. So, and you got Leo crowning the reading there. You know, maybe if this is matters of partnership, the archetype of Leo is very important. Like someone maybe is not really coming outward in a natural sort of way with you, and maybe you're feeling that, you're tapping into that. It's like I feel like something is just off, or like we're not getting to the point, like, and that's maybe feeling a little disenchanting for somebody at a certain point. Like they feel like someone's just taking their time with them. They're really questioning, you know, if you're a cross watcher and you're thinking, man, like how's Sag feeling, or vice versa, and you're the one kind of like you need an answer. I feel like maybe they're starting to kind of think like, hey, like are they just like not even here for that? Like I don't know, you take it as you will. I'm hearing there's a holiday involved or some kind of investment. They're really maybe trying to make the best decision here with that. Let's get definitely something related to travel though and finances. Please keep this. Look at you. I feel like this is getting kind of silly though. At a certain point, like someone is going back and forth. Like 1 minute, it's like I see two people like on eternal, like they're on dates forever. It's like you're acting like friends for like 800 years with each other. This is for some of you with the Sun Capricorn coming through on the 8 of Pentacles universe. They're really like, maybe they've never been, I don't know, you guys. They're very shy. They're also maybe a little paranoid. They're not sure what your intentions. They want you to make the move is what I'm hearing. Maybe this is for some, maybe this is obviously like not going to resonate with everyone. But if it is resonating with you, here's your personal tuition. You'll know if you know, it's your message. They have a lot of love. Yeah. There comes that Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, the High Priestess. Some of you, you know what you're dealing with here. Maybe by a certain point, you're like, yeah, I have to like kind of, gravitate towards them. Maybe this is your energy, and you want to get honest, but you don't want to share too much too soon. But we don't have time for that. I'm hearing that yet again. Like someone is, again, we got Creep coming through, Sun in Cap, Dr. Doolittle did it big, a loud horn, look at you. They're nervous about sort of making you know what they feel or something like this. Let's clear it. Why would that be? Spirit, let's get one card on the nature of the energy here. Rising Aries. You know, sometimes it's interesting. We got, again, Rising Aquarius coming through. It should be my left earlobe there. Sometimes the person who holds back their so-called love from you, the strongest, the most, the longest, has the most love for you. It's like, think about it. Why would they need to, like, avoid you like that? This is a general message. We're not talking about, like, if someone truly was, like, you know, they said to you directly, hey, I'm not interested, or like it should be kind of like contextually clear, like I'm not really interested in that. Like we're not talking about that, right? Okay, we're talking about like situations where someone's maybe, you can take it as you will. I think you know what's going on in the situation for you. You always interpret it in your way. You guys, let's get into the next placement here. If you have a midhaven in Sagittarius, the Child, the Garden. Some of you are about to make a big decision in relation to your career, but also I feel like it's going to extend into your home life. Yeah, some of you are going to be making a lot of money. I see that as well, whatever that means for you. The Sun is in reverse, marrying the Child upright. Some of you are going to get a promotion, actually. I see that as well. The Stork upright. Yeah, the House in reverse. Wow, your standards are changing here. You're in a new phase here of your life here. If you're midhaven Sagittarius, let's get some charms on that. Where were we? Question mark. This is something karmic. You're going to be getting some kind of payoff here, payout, God-given talents, Sun and Cap. I'm in love with you. You guys, whoever, whatever is what. I'm seeing pencil shavings here. They're kind of shy with you. I don't know. It could be you with you. It's like, you with you. It's like, but I really feel this is for some of you. Like, maybe it's both. It's like, I have to be willing to pursue this, and then, you know, what comes along with that, you know, is going to be maybe a relationship. Some of you are going to move in with someone, again, that Stork, midhaven, and Leo.
We're gonna pull a Celtic cross at the end of this. Here. Okay, but let's get, if you are, let's see, rising, any messages specifically for rising Sagittarius? One card. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you got it clear here, I hear that. Let's see what else. Any other placements? North Node. Let's do North Node in Sagittarius. Something about your friends, I hear that. Venus flytrap. The book. Ooh. Some of you have got the Two of Swords in reverse. There is an opportunity. There's a question. That King of Swords upright. You might be negotiating something here. Also, this holds for North Node in the 9th house, right? Or North Node in general for Sagittarius. 9 of Cups in reverse. Someone is not sure. They're debating maybe if... I get like a negotiating... That King of Swords. The negotiating. Someone is... I'm not sure if it's time yet. Let's pull Celtic Cross now, you guys. This could even be a program you're thinking of enrolling in. It's like it requires a lot of study, a lot of time, energy. Oh my gosh, effort. But it's like very exciting. I feel at the same time like you feel like it would pay off. Okay, in a big way. Let's do a Celtic Cross for Sagittarius. I kind of want to like break it up based on the placements. Let's get a general Celtic Cross out first. The key in reverse. The number 33 in reverse in the deep past. Recent past is the mice in reverse. You're a little worried about something, Sag. It's in the back of your mind here with something. It's not at the forefront. It's not a forefront concern, but it is definitely weighing on your mind here. The fox is in the current state upright. Some of you definitely need to clear something. It's in relation to your social circles. I'm feeling pressure there in the root chakra. Some of you, this is someone here who does not serve you and you know that. Or something, let's clear it. It's an interaction that doesn't serve you and you want to clear it. The mountain upright, I almost said the monkey. The mountain upright, up top the fox. It's like, I know this is like monkey business, I hear that. This is kind of like silly. I read the partner that just came through in the environment as the panther. So for some of you, this is a situation that's not allowing you, as you feel it, possibly, to get to the next level of your career. And maybe it's just a state of resonance. It's like, I'm just not, and we talked about this in the travel pick-up card reading that we did last night yet again, it's coming through, where it was one of the stacks, I don't quite recall. Oh yeah, it was the last stack, but at the very end of that stack, which got very long-winded, but it was a very interesting reading. Very kind of dreamy and whimsical there at the end of that. But yeah, which is even the vibe we see a little bit with the mountain. Kind of like, ooh, where's that? But yeah, what were we saying? Let's clear it. Yeah, the energy of, it's like, when you're in the flow, you're in the flow. It's like opportunities come about. We're talking about, you know, where you might have a totally different lifestyle and even outlook on life, like just by where you change, you move, you shift to. Definitely look at your astrocartography, you know, moving, and even look at your synastry with a city. We talked about that in another live. So, all right, let's get further into it. In the advice is the child in reverse. Yeah. Some of you want to get professional even with something and you know it. It's like, all right, I got to start. Maybe this is you even thinking, it's about your vision. I have to set out with the intention to really manifest maybe your divine so-called counterpart. It could be with your career. We're going to get further clues on that. Ooh. That's the rider and the bouquet. Some of you are, yeah. Something about travel. You're waiting maybe on someone to travel to visit you. I hear that as well. That's a factor. Like something related to distance. The heart upright, leading on the energy and the emotional pathway. And then your future, you have something very exciting here coming, Sagittarius. It's related to your career. You're fine. It's what you manifest. I feel this is going to change the game for you when it comes as well to your emotions. We have the Scythe in reverse. Focusing on the throat chakra there. It's about confidence. I see that as well. I want to pull a charm on the bear. You're teaching me new things. By the way, again, if this video is going by a little quickly, you can hit the little gear and slow it down. Dr. Doolittle did it big. You're going to be famous for something here. This is for some with the bear. Take your time. Be practically minded. I hear that. You know, always teach your personal tuition. The Scythe in reverse in the advice, and you lead out with the coffin. There's something that you've clarified. You have called it out. You've confirmed it. It could also be someone else. For some of you, it's the sheer factor. You're like, I'm looking at this person's behavior. They're not taking action. I'm gonna clear the storyline myself. You know, it's kind of like, you know, no answer is kind of an answer kind of message that I'm getting. Let's get here the Golden Nouveau Tarot. Let's first do the Gummy Bear Tarot actually overlaying on this Celtic Cross. And thank you guys for your support. Please hit the like button if you like the series and the style of reading. Then we may duplicate it. We might do another update to this video for a further sort of expansion of these energies mid-month. We'll do maybe a bonus or even a 1st to the 15th, depending on how fast we get, how many number of likes and views. So if we really if you guys really like this series, then we might do a bonus at the beginning of the month. So let me know. You guys give that sort of feedback there. Let me know what you want. Lovers in reverse, 3 of swords in reverse at the apex of the spread. On the key, we have the devil in reverse. On the mice, we have the hierophant in reverse. You're definitely dealing for some of you, either with... that's it. Well, even if you're dealing with a Capricorn or matters related to Midhaven, Saturn in a big way. Well, if you are, you're dealing with it in a big way. For some of you, this is something even reflective, okay? Like, even if you're dealing with a Capricorn, that's reflecting the part of your chart related to Capricorn. So, this is the name of your game here this month, I feel, and we're talking about ultimately karma as well. You got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse on the mountain. On the fox, we've got the King of Swords in reverse. Some of you dealing with someone who is, it could even be an employer. They've been tight-lipped. They've been very quiet. They're very hard to read. I hear that. On the partner, we got the Hermit upright. Something about their finances. This is reminding me of the 5th stack in the travel pick a card reading. It's just coming to mind here again and again. Oh, take it as you will. The child in reverse. This is a very exciting opportunity with this person. I see that, Sag. Maybe you see that, they see that. You've got the 6 of Cups on the heart, for God's sakes. For frick's sakes. On the child in reverse, we've got the death card in reverse. Someone's gonna have to give something up, though. It's like, we gotta stop being childish here. Like, either you're gonna come through, we're gonna call it out. I hear that. The bear upright. Of course, we're talking about people you've met in 3D. Okay, let's go. Knight of Pentacles in reverse in the near future. In Hopes and Fears, we're talking about the 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh, some of you, you're debating something even. You're gonna come out and say it. 3 of Wands in reverse on the coffin upright. There is something you're negotiating. This is for some. In the theme, you got the Star in reverse, the World in reverse. This is something silly, though. I got a silly vibe. A silly vibration of, like, we both know that this is not, like, the end of the road. Like, come on. It has, like, even a tinge of, like, politics. Like, you know, being politically correct kind of vibe. 9 of Cups in reverse on the Devil in reverse. You're dealing with someone who maybe has an idea here in mind, but they're just playing it, like, they're negotiating it. Maybe, yeah, Ace of Wands, right? They maybe want to surprise you. I don't know, but at that point, though, is that going to be what you want? Like, and it could be you with you. Maybe you're thinking, is it going to be, like, too late? This is so funny. Look literally what just came through. The Hermit to the Hermit. It's like, are you Dumbledore? Are you Dumbledore? It's like they're talking to each other. The Hermit upright. The Hermit in reverse. A little bit of, like, interesting, like, pandemonium energy. Maybe this is, like, a moment, like, you have a realization, or somebody has an epiphany that you're the one. I hear that as well. 5 of Cups upright on the Hermit. If they've been playing hard to get, if you've been dealing with someone playing hard to get, they're going to realize you're the one. It could be an employer as well. The Death card upright. Death card in reverse. You got the 4 of Swords upright. This is so silly. Someone was playing a game. They're literally like, I'm going to, like, draw out the convo so that they never understand. Like, it's like, oh my god. You guys, they understood it. I hear that the Hierophant in reverse. Maybe that's the moment you realize that they realize. You know that they know that they know that you know. The Moon on the 5 of Cups in reverse. Let's get one more card for that. 6 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. It's coming out of the wire here, you guys. I mean, we have to make peace, or we're gonna have, you know, more meet and greets. Maybe someone's giving you, like, almost like an ultimatum, or vice versa. The High Priestess. Yeah. 6 of Cups. I'm here. I'm ready. 7 of Cups upright. This is you guys. You met your match. Page of Cups upright. So in the theme, we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is going to confess their love to you. This is a long story. This is a long road there, baby. But you know, and it could be you. You're working really hard. Dr. Dolittle did it. Venus flytrap. It could be with you in the sense of saying you're taking your time to really manifest, like truly actually manifest what you want to create, what you want to live through, what the experience truly is that you want to have, that you wish to have. I see you being intentional with this process. Ascendant Leo, but you are dealing here with someone who is really truly maybe kind of shy. It's like, but I just keep hearing that song, what you see is what you get, but it's not what you got in this case. What? Oh my god, this is so interesting, you guys. So I have these little towelettes. They're like cleansing towelettes, and this is how you know I'm perpetually living in tarot mode, tarot world. You tear them, and part of it I put in, I guess, in the charm stack. It's a charm now. This letter S is what got carved out there. Take it as you will. This is someone who even wants to, like, feature you with something. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. They're, yeah, Four of Cups in between those two. There's a lot. They're really thinking a lot. Could be your spirit guide as well. Thinking about the physical side of things, I hear that. The human side of things? I don't know. 3D side of things? I just keep getting this vibe like somebody's afraid that you're gonna think they're weird or something. I don't know. Like, would she accept me? Would they accept me, like, with my quirks and stuff, you know? That could be a subconscious, like, vibe. I want to pull a Celtic cross Sag for Venus. Sag Venus. What are we looking at? Because I just get, like, there's something going on here. But I feel like someone is purposely holding off. Let's get into it. Sag Venus. Clover. Wow, the screen just popped right off there. Went red. The Clover in the deep past. Some of you know, okay, you have, there's someone here, you have an opportunity coming. I feel it's a surprise, we won't pull further on it, but I feel someone, there's something physical. Someone is waiting on an opportunity. Let's pull quickly on Midhaven Sag, Celtic cross. I'm going to say Midhaven and North Node, we'll do it in the same kind of vibe. Six of Swords, a bright deep past, recent past of Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You have a decision to make, I see that. It's really, yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse, mirroring the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords are bright. Could be something you feel you want to further study. You don't want to make, like, a decision that feels haphazard for you. Alright, what are we down to? I feel like, that's about it, Sag, is it? Let's pull just some few advice cards here for Sagittarius in general this month. I'm gonna go, the more adamant you are with the clearing process, Sagittarius, like the more you address things head on as well, the more clear you are with what it is you want to really do about what you feel as well, especially physically, the easier the so-called process will feel. Rabbit in reverse, ask for help in reverse, Eagle in reverse, do the right thing in reverse. Let's get one more card. Wolf, you're safe and protected. It does come down to root chakra energies, working on your root chakra. You got unicorn here at the apex, use your imagination. It's beautiful here, Sag, because we're really looking at this really earthy root chakra energy, and then we see the really strong crown chakra energy. So there's something that you're so close to manifesting here, really in a very big way. I see it does come down to you with you. So, you know, allowing yourself to experience certain things. Sometimes in life when we say, wow, you know, it's not happening, or I feel like it's just not manifesting, or the opportunities aren't so-called, you know, coming forth. It's not really the case, right? We have to observe ourselves as manifestors, as creators, and if something is not so-called happening, we have to look at ourselves in relation to that so-called perceived, you know, galaxy, okay, of how we see our story. Like, you know, anything is a possibility. So it's a vibrational question. Are we really, truly aligning ourselves to that outcome? Let's pull a few more advice cards here for you. What does Spirit want you to know? Feel free to meditate. I'm going to create 4 stacks here. Let's clear it. Pick a card. Just really quick pick a card here for you, Sagittarius. I feel, though, in a general sense, there is some energy here of breaking up the routine. The more that you sort of inspire yourself not to rely so much on the so-called past measures of so-called success, or how you've been feeling more grounded, you know, the measures you had in the past to feel sort of, yeah, you want to break up the routine. So again, feel free to meditate here on these 4 stacks. Let's clear the energy and ground. Think about, you know, how is it, what is it that you're looking for? What is going to help lead you? What is the factor that's going to be most helpful to you in understanding your next steps, or in pursuing the next storyline here? There's something important, okay, and what is that for you? What is it that is really on your mind? I'm going to see this as a sort of next step. So again, feel free to meditate where you are in your story when it comes to concepts of manifestation. What is it that you're really in the mood for? Sometimes it's like, wow, I think I want that, but the pull is not enough for you to really move in that direction. And then we wonder, well, why am I not manifesting something? You know, so see this as more maybe of like a reflection pool moment. What is it that I have the opportunity, the chance to sort of see more clearly as what I really maybe want or resonate with? The first stack, the fish. The second stack, the garden. The third stack, the coffin. And the fourth stack is the mountain. Now, if you want to assign to each of these stacks like a yes or no question as well, feel free. Okay, so you know, when we'll get into that. So feel free to ask, you know, question here, and And I'm going to take here Gummy Bear Tarot on each of these stacks. So the context could be the fish, the garden, the coffin, the mountain, to the stock that you picked, in terms of what is the next sort of major storyline point here for you. What might be most advantageous for you to focus on, and of course, again, this is a general video, but this should confirm what you already sort of you've had in mind. Yes, this is about soul path, life path, calling. Let's pull further on the fish. You can also ask, is this in alignment with me? So the first stack, feel free to meditate on your question. I do feel right off the bat that this is in alignment, whatever you're thinking of here. Take it as you will. That could be confirmation that you're on the right track, that this is definitely in alignment with your intuition here. I feel, something clicks, I get that. Now, feel free to meditate on your question here with the second stack. Feel free to meditate on the yes or no, and I'm going to just sort of read off my initial impression here with something. Yes, but I'm hearing it's going to be challenging. You have to really be in a leadership position here. If you really, this is something that's going to require of you to be kind of okay also with the spotlight. I hear that. So if that's something that, this is something socially, I get that. And feel free to meditate on your question, yes or no, with the third stack. Let's clear it. And is it going to be something positive for you? I'm feeling something is more of in a period of clearing and cleansing. There's something that you're not really interested in anymore. It's more a matter maybe of clearing and cleansing. If that is a focus for you, then it might be confirmation. If you're thinking about someone here, is this person really is it about I'm hearing a return? I don't know if it's a matter of getting back into the rhythm of the past, or back into understanding. Getting back into it for the sake of understanding it, to understand how you would like maybe to innovate it. Let's clear it. Yes, this is a definite yes. This is a definite yes here. The last stack, Queen of Pentacles upright. I'm seeing here for some, and this is with the mountain. Wow, this could even be all four stacks in some sense here, but this is the most sort of the clearest yes. So if you sort of assigned even different options here to these four stacks, feel free to even come back to this reading, and over time you can use these stacks for different questions that you have throughout the month of November. This last stack, whatever you assign to this stack, is a big, fat, fucking yes. I'm hearing it like this. I do want to pull some further letters here on these stacks, and always take it with a grain of salt. This is a general video. I'm seeing the letter M here with the mountain as well. We have the letter J, C, and Q for this last stack, for the fourth stack. For the coffin, we've got here, let's shuffle the letters here and see what is what. We've got here the letter I, D, and Y. On the garden and the Queen of Wands, on the second stack we've got here, someone's got to be very brave with something here, I see that. Very, very brave. The letter R, let's clear A, P. I'm also getting here of the third stack that you were at a point with something. Maybe you were like, should I totally end this storyline? I feel it's a matter. Maybe you were close, but you didn't quite. It wasn't really something you fully cleared. I hear that. On the first stack, we've got the letter. It's hidden. I'm hearing this person is in love with you. If you're asking, there's a confirmation here possibly for you. The letter N coming through, rising Sagittarius. Oops, this is in the rising sign stack. We'll pull that in a minute. The letter T, U, nut. Okay. Nut. Squirrel. I knew it. Squirrel in the park was making this weird eye contact. I just had a feeling. Okay. But there's someone here maybe kind of shy. They don't want to come out and communicate something possibly, or they don't want to come out and call it out. Let's pull rising signs. Rising Capricorn, rising Aries, and rising Aquarius on that first stack. Then on the second, rising Sagittarius, rising Libra, and rising Pisces. These might also be indicators of energies that might be quite favorable, overall quite favorable for you to pursue. Again, see it as the most favorable energies here maybe for this month might be the Mountain, the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you want to think more in this direction. I see a strong, with these two cards, foundational energy, strong root chakra energies, earth energies, grounding energies, thinking practically. Definitely earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The second house, the earth house is the second house, the sixth house, and the 10th. The rising Scorpio and rising Leo in that third stack. The fourth is rising Gemini, rising Cancer, and Taurus. Okay, the one that we don't have here is rising Virgo. So let's clear the energy and ground. Any other clues here? And for some of you, you got to take it the way you take it, because the messages can be interpreted in so many ways. So, we're talking about people you've met in 3D. We're not talking about, let's say someone's, a social media figure, and you're, we're not talking about that. I'm just going to reiterate that, because,
Yeah, and I'm in a relationship, you guys. So if you're like, this is so awkward, but yeah, I gotta pull because I'm not dating the people on the channel. Love and light, but that's not happening. So yeah, and and I'm not dating aliases as well. Gotta just reiterate that, like, sneak it in here, because like, please don't read on you, the reader, because it's not like the reading will not. It is a matter of alignment. So. And maybe this is a very particular message, like maybe it's a matter of also in general the flow state. Let's get into that second stack with an advice card, the swan in reverse, you're beautiful just as you are in reverse. And the first stack, eagle, do the right thing. Some of you, you're thinking of moving in with someone. I feel that there's major clearing here with that third stack, but that card is the bear in reverse, stand up for yourself in reverse. I'm hearing let go of that, release the finances, I hear that. Rising Taurus, crow, believe in the magic. Okay. Anything else? Why not? Let's pull some signs here on top of these for further clarification. On the first stack, Taurus, we'll just pull one. We'll pull three. Taurus, Sagittarius, that wants to land on the second stack. Okay, we've got Taurus, Sag, Libra on the first stack. Capricorn, Leo, and Scorpio on the second. I hear someone's announcing something. It could also, again, be, yeah, okay, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer. So I guess, like, what I wanted to confirm with that, right, just a minute ago, is, like, again, you tarot readers, fellow tarot readers will understand this message here. Sometimes the viewers will try to make the situation about the reader and themselves. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're watching for matters of that and you're like, oh, you know, this is not the situation. So I just want to make that, like, yeah, we're not in a relationship, love and light. We are not in a relationship. It's just not something that I am in alignment with. So that's not happening. And I just want to make that, like, so clear. I'm seeing a post letter here. If you're thinking of reaching out also via an alias, and I do know you in 3D, it's not happening. In love and light, it's just not a thing. So I just want to be really clear there with that. Maybe you have to be really clear there with that. Maybe it is a message here for you. Matters of, yeah, you got to call something out. Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo in that last stack. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you. I hope you have a lovely, lovely November here. Sagittarius, thank you guys for tuning in here to you. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for your support over the years as well. Gosh, it's been really, really, really amazing. What a ride. Feel free to watch your Venus sign, watch your moon sign, watch your rising sign, your midhaven, your north node. Heck, I watch all signs. I find that there are messages in every sign, because at the end of the day, we are all signs, right? We have, all constellation somewhere in our birth chart. So, there is so much that we can learn about ourselves as well in watching different signs. So, in watching the other signs, yeah. Even if you're, let's say, a sun sign Leo, you may still have some other sort of energies. You may have Aries somewhere really prominently placed in your birth chart. So I want to pull one rune on each of these stacks as a last little message. Thank you guys for tuning in here. Dagas coming through on the first stack. The last message here of advice. I'm hearing patience is a virtue. Patience is the story here, or is related. Hagalas coming through on the second stack. I'm hearing, what is one last advice here? I'm hearing as well patience, and I'm hearing try not to be too focused on the details, like the physical nuances, I hear that, or the physical outcome or story. So maybe it's, being open-minded as well with where things can lead. We have then Berkano. Two runes want to pop out here on this third stack here for you. Algates in reverse, Berkano upright. I'm hearing endings are not really endings and beginnings aren't really beginnings. The piece of advice here with this stack is, we cannot really say energy begins somewhere, ends somewhere. So it's really a matter of your open-mindedness, I'm hearing as well, when it comes to how it is that you perceive a so-called transformative cycle. In the last deck, we have Manats and Sohilo. I'm here also try not to interpret something as too personally. Sohilo and Manats, this is a whole new beginning. There is a new way of life here for you. Be brave, Sagittarius. Okay, try to see things as, this is going to shake up the routine, your world, yes, and also karmically. So the ancestral energies here. There's a history here. There's something that will, yes, let's clear it. You are moving through a huge leg of the so-called journey of your life, of your story. There is a need to really be open to how it is that you feel. How do we say, like, more understanding of what you need in that space. So it's almost like I'm getting this message of be open to who you may see yourself as, or how you may see yourself in the future, and what it is that might be a factor of resonance for you in achieving that ultimate soul satisfaction, or at least some sort of perception of that, because it is not really a destination. It is so much of the cycle as well. There is a foundation possibly you're laying. Maybe try to be open-minded. Maybe there are things that you realize, well, I feel it's relevant, but I'm not sure exactly how. I'm not sure exactly. I can't quite see it, but I do feel that theme here in some sense is relevant for me. I'm hearing awareness. There's something here that you've understood. I hear that as well. That you realize is connected possibly to the broader storyline. For some of you, there are certain things that, they matter, but they don't really matter. There's little things here and there you want to shift, but it's not related to the overarching message and storyline of your success. Thank you guys for tuning in. Maybe it's even a message of saying, hey, try to zoom out. Try to take a more macro approach and don't get possibly so caught up in the little details because they don't quite, define your message from you to you. And especially when it comes to your relationship with your higher self. Wow, many messages here on the last few storylines here for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, there are things that maybe you even realize, it's about getting clear on your priorities, and it's not that certain things don't matter, but it's a matter of how you attach them to certain even outcomes. So this is about your leadership. I get that as well. When it comes even to your career, your finances, let's pull one more card here on that. The Knight of Wands upright. For some of you, this is maybe even you with someone. Maybe this is their energy. Maybe they want you to be aware of this, or this is you kind of helping others in this space. For some of you, this is even a business you want to start. Maybe it's a matter of helping empower others in that storyline with themselves. How can they lay the sort of groundwork for the foundation of their future? Dr. Dolittle did it big. Ascendant in Leo, you're an inspiration to people. I hear that as well. You're teaching me new things. There we go, Sagittarius. That is your clue right there. You have something that you want to manifest, and you realize though that it's not just where it begins right there, where you say, well, I'm going to create this and that's that. It's a matter as well of how others may be able to integrate your creative energies in such a way that can allow them, assist them in realizing things in their life as well. So it's this question of sort of even the generational energy. I see that with the crow, believe in the magic and mountain. Yes, it's like you're creating definitely. Like Spirit wants you to say, look in the long term and try to be open-minded with how it is that you see that what you start right there can really speak to the future. Bye, you guys.